able to beat them or Mwankasa home. But then coming on into our home country, in the last 4 games, Mali, Yabo against Omono, they've not been able to pick up a win. Only 2 draws per NABIM and their Momo. It tells you, say, right now as you speak, Ghana has stand a big chance of winning against the Mali national team. Not only with that, so with the current players here, what currently as you speak are, the individual quality and the individual brilliance that you get from the Ghana national team, as usual, cannot be compared to the Mali national team. But in the football, Nababe drew in the possession run, say all running football, being it a national team or being it a football club, it wouldn't depend in the kind of quality ubetimi abo and as in the kind of quality of players ubenya within your setup, but how collectively your players will have it on their game plan and how they will utilize the planner who as a coach odebe momo and a better. So who as a coach and who as a team now do you have a collective team or an individual brilliant players that they cannot perform as a team? And over the last match against Chad, we did not have a collective team against Chad. So only if Ghana Black Stars perform against Malia, the players should put out their egos. They should come and work together as a unit, and making sure someone working as a unit. Most of the things that Coach Otuado betting on the field of play, they can easily do it on the field against Mali, because there is a Mali national team. At any moment in time, they can punish you. DIABY in the qualifying games, when it comes to set pieces, a Mali for a team in the qualifying games, they've been able to score 5 out of 7, things in this particular, competition. So we'll checking number of goals or masha, it is very good for them. But in terms of set pieces, Ghana etimia conceded 3 of set pieces ya take against Omo in the World Cup qualifying games Ghana among most of these group national teams in more currently in the group. So it tells you say at any moment in time, Mali for etiminya set pieces, being it free kick, being it corner kick, being it any moment Mali for benyano. Se Ghana national team and as a coach Otuado entimian to Tony Yemaye amfa sa side honum. That's a Mali for etiminya set pieces they can easily score against Ghana. And that will be a worry to our national team. So we'll check it points at Madagascar, so we'll check it points at Mali, that's how we'll check it points at Comoros. If Ghana fail to have 3 points against Mali, I don't think so we will qualify with the next 2 games DIABY. Yeah. Ghana doesn't deserve just a point against Mali. The only thing that Ghana, if the players want fans, if the players want supporters, if the players want Ghanaians to still have that trust in them, to have that belief in them, says the ratio invest in the national team. Now say about national, assignment baby. Now say or more 10,000 allowance. They should do this particular job, and I'm making sure say they are going to win the game against Mali, and they are going to qualify Ghana to the World Cup. Because against Chad, and I know it's now I say, and the Ghana Black Stars mission against Chad. It can be a 2. Qualified the FIFA World Cup, but in me we pay. Coach Otuado should understand, say, the coach, the opponent coach on any echo and Tokano, he knows much about the football. Okay.
Yeah, from going in the squad, honestly. It says it's been preserved for a couple of months now.
As you're great, you're good. About Ediba Fakye TV, Mreno, na Associate Transarea, Guriamon Seba, Baby Ramit Mierma, Seronimo, and Nay Benada, Nane, Yabana, Yababi Din Komao Donamra, the Black Stars of Ghana, na fantastic win. Na Emezaman Kofunia Japai, see here 3 points. Now you secure your qualifications here called Aquakuramo, the World Cup. So, your next game, Yababo Central African Republic, Ewa, we after no. Na ya betra fie ni Comoros mine etimi e de abo aninti no o akwanya se no ro adwenche no e betimi aba adwenche no ba enra coach Otuado o ye happy with the tactics or the era game ni mu omo ano mo ye debutant no e biti se kwesisibo sen na usi ehu no, and in all the Black Stars of Ghana performance amra omo putting up on say na si hu no my message number ye be kan etimi area mount 020754 3637 020754 3637 on your Facebook page you know kwa Fakye TV wa follow ye wa like it wa share wa comment na bona nu anya bi ahwe entu ba de ane say o like it na o share o like it na o share o like it na o share na boa na dwumadi no ewie pe kama pe ria ma luta de ebeko amano ne na latest update fi Kinshasa eba cheze DR Congo game on Senegal, the Teranga Lions of Senegal, any the Leopard of DR Congo. As he gave no pack a bomb say pay amankofu gwichin in yard ketwakra. Or mammy no ne hesse wine, and a benya the automatic nod no aqua kujinane manamo award the World Cup 2026. Mexico, Canada, USA. And no Croya sono Capo Verde, Ebabo Mer from Cameroon. And a nea sono Bafana of South Africa, 4 p.m. Pepe. Or more transfer no more. And the Super Griggs of Nigeria, Eddie Abueni, na Sena Honsemo, a C. Etienne, Yeri update out on Abeba, Eddie Eremit Mera, Mera Fiera Babin Como, Sarah McKenna, Ghana and Como, Dinas Mema, Quine Wabamun Temer, Wajin Channel, Abaramon CCL message, and I made 020754 3637. Your brand new dying or your credit mappe, the Azigri Dindin man. And of course, Amida 1, Amida 2, the Amida hitmaker bebana or the ABOU Rama Manoa breaking it down, attaching it down. Ajeja Muyompo. I don't pay na manyu nibi kasa utin nkomodia. Or say, hey, Abu Dia international break in the basa mamanyu for ya samba bidi yao. Ni na the weekend di na just a club football no. Hey back. Na saying and a Hong Kong no. This year tia not enough for the job coach no kwine. New one aba ABOU Ramo ni na Luther King. Bano the update no remedy me area ma Habibwa Ricardo Vaswa sexy maestro wa Benas the executive producer and no Echino Gary Teboni Chidom are you Kofi Philip MC Malik and Adrio Caesar a display in an read the voice agent coming each year or Reno Buana to Tiano Akuye Kama Panso etimi ede amana kwamsi awa junior and afi chidi or more akambo more bwejuma channel ekoye so no etimi ede emadiara ye na on quick one ye kwede bape na ya boy omode na afi enseme fi amano no ababa beto so de ma ye ba sisia.
Cup no be a person kobie na African football say name why de na me say we intro no now did e todwa e Pentecost Martyrs Stadium
meeting no
Senegal Ekobo Congo DR na bibia so aye kama nti no kre no ma didam pa
Mate
stadium no update ya airban say asat 150
na aboma
na stadium announcer the announcement about so stadium na yema emobi ama 80,000 seater capacity
bibia aboma
but any
na me say na Senegal
Pentecost Martyrs Stadium on said ama game na kwede no say some group na Sudan James Katachie Ajenkwaba Mayele Akwesi Apia samra no mabona cheso on frame me chirichiru mo on said na a chance na nka ye ovim say Sudan betima qualify be say Sudan 12 points now 2 games akana ayeden on some more 7 games in tomo de aka 3 games na se urama team na only din Congo omo no 16 points and Senegal with 15 points and he said if all things been equal and the Senegal nya de kra na say Senegal nya draw
okay
said the player about one qualification for the next 2 games ebeka and I say Congo for nya qualifier e na automatically qualification omo ye secure.
Wow.
Yes.
And there's our group no so ye tight ba.
So okay Kalou Koulibaly.
Me kai no.
Mami ko tu ne ma. On the game against DR Congo. On the field it will be a war. May the best team win.
It is a tough game.
And we need visa. Visa so akasa. Was a friendship ends at kickoff. Game here 4 p.m. yeah.
But a game again. Me mani wo eno ne game back no.
Yeah.
Na ya na sa ai shades for the we mo match no.
Oh.
Abuja agba ya na nyi ya na.
Ade no muja agba nyi.
Okay. Na dinebo ya.
Enye bi na charge for akwatete ye.
Pero omode ye mo di jo mu ni keke o.
Ishu.
No na 6 years ni ke. Omba fie no aba fie ni ama odra. No na ye real deal no.
Miss Africa the normal be manu unipa.
A real
Gilbert don't show my man.
Can ye no. Em dey calling nyina no be san catch us the boss na men san kan so aba no na e wo.
That we say see an mapiade aba.
Tunia.
Africa mani abri papa.
Ken.
Kwaku.
Se bibi aboko there.
Nyame adum.
Madam Grace want to say.
Why?
Madam Grace.
Nyame adum ho ye.
Ho ye.
And this all share me WhatsApp start my post me wife.
Oro wife at all.
And the bia me na also share dwuma se no. Dressing na na abroso.
Madam Ankazo have you.
Na abroso. Wo hwe na obi kaso a ofo a
onyindi.
Ma fa ne yam apro ne yam fo.
Ba wo no de bia me ka se.
Me yam fo pa.
Tie nyina de ba ko a ma hwe ho sia pa e kwan a wondi. Wobusia wago adaje awo ma wobusia ne siru si jiji wobusia so kankan ma no enti de bia de ba ko a me hwe na masua na be ba ko
ma ka che ne se masum fidie bi on so no dictative CID and o dofsu enti se wo ko difalo obi ko fefe akwada bi a
na se mu
and so na se ma set trap
na me be fa
akwada na akwada bo obi
da bi fa
ma ka che ne se case no mo de be ba be ya nwumre be 5 5 no so mo do ba ya o ma wo na
fa na mara ko ti ana wo ana wa ti ze e be ya wa me na me da wo ti ze na me be we
Jordan want to say
na me be we
maza now you need to say I Jeminu na na so e foforo.
Oh, there na onim no.
Me money di no.
There na onim no.
Madam ni.
Madam.
On say dem try go ase on start.
Madam you heavy.
Very proud of you. Lutakinwa. The children call you Sister Efe.
Madam.
But I call you Mama Efe, my chief producer.
Massive.
Don't try to dress in now.
Massive.
Debia e was robot ne de.
Oh yeah, heavy. Madam Grace there because said wait me.
Na said the nurse say we dey no. On pass through for that match na am tap
show na me dey ashame un grind sabra bon e
if you
want my manager there niam isa 11 years what my manager niam 11 years man we
catch give us some so Sunday
me kra na me ne call 2 weeks
time so
me ma no ko bo pese ra de ma me ntime ho
o ma me dey
obo pese ra de ma me ntime ho na me dem ho bo wi na me nya ayi
ya ka kwantuom
again
se mi huntama kamaka kontu
ozo yere
mi huntama kamaka kontu
na mi hu ya ze me te
mi mi nya na no mekoye
ekoye fa
na nkofi titi hu ya anya na wanya freedom
bay na o su that's la de tu su o su as hey Luther Abro. What? Yeah,
right, Evan sense now we are breaking it down. Now you're touching it down. Now you're knocking it down. Now you're dajajajamu yon power. I'm on insemo. You're upon a bed there. You're best and send more fitam. As so at Yamam higher fatcher. Uko YouTuber. A fatcher TV. Uko TikToker. A fatcher TV. Uko Facebooker. A fatcher TV. And some tower. Now, Mamin shall say, I will real betis. Almost stadium. What I mean, Jumamamo. Now, Ubiamu, Estadio Benito Villa Marina so far multi excavators akokopemu yejuma lingana so kopema so far the project manager Frederico Martinez World Cup qualifier na Athletic Club omu plan eco plan and send a come back or person quantity no where Baba nini ya bakupa patasi police depot efefu fonchewa we aye Spain Kagawa energy Jude Bellingham watete ni mama bia so twa ye kama na eno pemo Real Madrid e the sports city va debas training it me to drum na ukoroma Jude Minya chuma mama na kama venga report ebetoda ese ogudun saba after international break Real Madrid about Real Sociedad na nka obedwa ne Madrid team omni Sociedad babo report am said abi almost a game ni bi almost prepare game against Olympic Marseille sa squad no beka ho na se wakobod Jama Alonso na bia swetima ye kama na report amente ese tension na eguso toda opeka Ballon d'Or and no don't same people or Monpe MC Kate Scott and Ruth Gullet on the MC occasion at 22nd September now Opeka last year Madrid for encore Ballon d'Or ceremony no Madrid encore now this year beto the 22nd September mami breaking it down as Madrid almost some papa Madrid almost identity Madrid almost brand no so and Urama, a French Ballon d'Or, delegation, a travel from France, Madrid, on the Real Madrid from Penfabishia, a meeting, a Rosamapa, there is a meeting our very positive note, me patro, no more percent, and Real Madrid, a pepper, no more grace occasion, our Ballon d'Or ceremony, and say, report, I met him, as somebody for Saturday, brand and so, went to imitate brand and so, went to fair into form, not last year, not Monte Coma or be a Brana Vini Jr., a deserve someone to attend a permano, young Mata Biarata, there is a meeting on passing to us, there, and conclude very positively, and no report, I made here, me touching it down, breaking it down, Damana Raul Asensio, the Saquadan on the Raho, our Remadrim, Opeka last season, a group of center back, or my prepare, by way any the mainstay, at my mother Bobo defense war, na Okopemo FIFA Club World Cup, Erosa and Alonso, Uncle Alonso, many footballer, Wakwa Dredgen at home, I'm a ghost to Toma, Alonso in Penifania, says so Copema this season, or more single minute, and more La Liga, no, and Jamaica so far I sent in a contract, 9 million euros, Madrid Macodano, Jamaica so far, Dinhouse and Bayer, and Antonio Rudiger, as a free injury Bayer, and a Militao, I'm a Codano when you're playing time, says so Roma taking, Bexisters, a first time come penny long, report I'm Sampino, one show Peco, on one Casanini, as for Madrid, and no report I met him, no Mammy Roma, let's go Madrid, I'm president, your friend Enrique Cerezo, or run near Prisons Ayate, as some Presamo Kofa Messi, at the bar, Monsai Messi, at the bar, now Opini Piano, I was Messi, it's in America with Inter Miami. I don't know how you came up with that, or Busan and Trevor story, Bisanamo Kofan. Now, you're Prince for La Liga Chas here, Diego Simeone, resource for the man, your possessor son of my own quadratic great tima, or Papa Tuman, Mosia Kofan Crawford, or Mapa, Nana Kuntum Kunmesi and Nepa, now or Payete, or Papahe, Dabia Passa, Sanamoka, then yet to run a let's go Madrid, and you and some Mr. Cerezo, added to some trophy man, Yatemamo, now Pano Alexis Sanchez, Mediaturas or Sevilla, or a player, no Wakasa, was in a crab, Nides El Barcelona, while trying football, was it while at there, was it I ran a lot everywhere, American Kua, and about Barcelona over 2 years, born a mano de Babonan Casana, also or touch, or people trying football, or Barcelona, while trying South football, now, while more matured a player, no Remo Sevilla, or Babua, or Papachuma, and the passes when age, the danger problem, as so passes, a Pecomricano, Kakagusua, a Pama football by easy, all a link at Yamano, and we are somehow Painida to Mami Engram, our decision day, our Barcelona Venue against Valencia, Mamin Fama, a Soccer Sport, go clan, as for Damamo, number touching it down, as for Adamamo, and Okopema Tiago Cantara, or joining Barcelona coaching team, or back and after dinner, or Mukopemo restaurant, and or train one and Siflick, I'm a Bayer Kama, Tiago Alcantara, and Siflick Najon, or Masha Samuel Bayer Kama, and Omo, Ferran Torres, Lamit Shaman, Robel Van Doske, Omina upper back from international break, Omorama the Sports City, or Pema Bayer Kama, and Omo Ebe Shekam Kakram, which is training Benua Basabe, a child day off, Nasa Omasa Twasome Bear Kamana, the winning team, Nanko for Eho Kakra, Omon Pem one Garciamo, and we Piasu Kama, and my Barcelona, Nasa place way, or more last year contract with Barcelona, Jamisa from January, winter the guitar transfer, and your beer pap, or more Quenya, as set on pet mini team Pia, as what team come up, no Massa pre contract, it's a summer, or me a free agent of Barcelona, or contract pay one, Bakwe Frank Young, second Robert Van Doske, Eric Garcia, and a Christensen, now Benjamin Andres Christensen, Jamete, and a set of person or born in 1 year, our Barcelona manager, now of 50 months, as a free agent na team even passer omunya teku omunya sempoa ena dama no akɔji sika ma biaso ya kama enu ede Baliam Dilap mamimra mo Chelsea na men touching it down so Roma boy na bra report amete we a hamstring na Dilap on kwa surgery bia enti 10 weeks na what you do and no better than chain now about back from time now obrano and no better fie me patch 10 weeks enti the metem and say obeba obe mixes games we Chelsea against Brentford omne Bayern Munchen Manchester United omne Lincoln omne Brighton Benfica Liverpool Nottingham Forest Aya Sunderland Tottenham quarterback and a Wolves Ninano Liam Dilap on to me MOB na Demetem and so paying Adenaya Dem or Papa Nessa Omuhe as Bia Nessa setting on Comfy so better than church once spend this time no or Papa na Mami Enzo Fernandez Nebano Aquadawe ha dream Papa ne Papa wa Brasika Ofia Aquadan Soriana Junsu ha dream when you did Enzo Fernandez on set Chelsea the world champions. Amu kwaji FIFA Club World Cup na omaya trophy in the mini one and omutama ne ban where a FIFA Club World Cup trophy and the kwa Enzo Fernandez mini one. And ya German panel where ya dada no mama when ya chapa when ya papa ni antipa where ya dada no mama ba when ya sa papa bo brad akoto TV abesuo no papa na for china or the sutro be jaw kwan I say ma sabosia no kwa ontu anwie obro no odokoto ye where ya kwada no ogina nim na uramo panya ba Jimmy Carragher na no ya pao na wakanse ba Jadon Sancho ho na was say, look, what team, when him hairstyle Jadon Sancho one ball, when him qualities are Jadon Sancho was one no a woman said, what criticizing or referring Rashford, yeah. Now, Rashford, already dear, Rashford, and Bob and qualities in the opinion was Obama pace, Obama shooting, Obama free kick, and a power was set at the ball. Now, Sancho, dear Pana Sancho ball, when mom, set why a dribbler, free kick, when him pop. When him rikatu, when him antria, was what red Jadon Sancho this United Party no muyom koto akwadano. Akwadan we zuku papa, was zupe papa, why a tam kwe papa, why a bonkos or nyadie. Now akwadan when him quality in attribute, and no ensema, what ya to dry ya demo, and no left Jimmy Carragher. Papa no says the damn uncle bag, no one yadium pony. Now my member Chelsea boy na, your friend me patch. Dairo Esugo also Kopemo Portugal next under 21 camp Okoprae and wapa abe surgery successful surgery wadobi piase ese season asha senya dianko pe esu enye na onise bibia happen for a reason entinyame ebeye wadobi piase message saudo na Florent Vet and you so pay so far go na che e wo Liverpool na beba dabai was it a next game Pepper, it will come eventually, and we are 22 and was sent to Crank for Bizarre, no opinion by a different league, and one Premier League, you know, a different kind of football, and I said on himself the first goal, Pepper, as for at Liverpool Bobo Conum, na Onana Super, you know, Nina said West Ham United, or we are sending Komu consider as a son Komu Kofa Onana, and Nuna Charm David Sullivan, na Mr. Sullivan. And I did just Sankema United and Grimsby. And boys saw 2 arrow goals or none of Grimsby before a channel. And one was from West Ham Grand Portamo. As I munya saw none and one yard. Hey, saying United now in Quadawe ball. Now I'm a pressure from. Wama goes we shall and the Premier League no bar or Bemo Mokuye and was stopping West Ham as someone Kofa Onana. Now come Manchester United almost club now make come position clear. Nina said, say, Patron for the next window. No, the midfielder bar, and now say, midfielder bay, or something in the bar, Tamu Bay, and also something in the Bananka transfer the land day. Omunyanan comment in the papa, and now said Jinri, Omutin Bana Summer, and Carlos Baliba, and there's a player, Manchester United, a force, Omunyan won't feel, and no at Diamete, I mean breaking it down, bro, Bruno, Diamete Bruno, yet then, was just so different. fan wa mo promise ese season para we 2026 or pepper no be potuma eso ediamo mo Nottingham Forest after mo sake Nuno Espirito Santo e man pam de brown former Tottenham mo boss wa Europa League mom and Postecoglou and mo tell to man for the next 2 years all pepper tuma the first trip Mugabe nampacho inyo Mugabe ukwa kopiema orano so far IG page wa close to yesi commenter eba from Galatasaray supporters no Masanu odin yesi Galatasaray fans so omo tasomo abuse no eno omo threaten no ese wo ko private tournament pressure na no odin jo ko IG page wa ko close no me patro no ya jeba Osimhen de meeting so better and 1 to 2 weeks and sano baba dama Galatasaray wababa na Fenerbahce say no omo ne Zinedine Zidane din komo na omo ntuma reach agreement eno airport amete na omo person ka Zinedine Zidane Zizou perform Fenerbahce coaching job na so no adwuma no ntumi say na uko back sisters St. Gis under Jesse number 11 and opeshe omo akofan loan from Fenerbahce and omo dina ba Roma wabo Sasro Olympic Marseille wabo edamo wabo team Saudi pe ukopemo Los Angeles FC wabo ma back sisters and ne hon wabe pema Senjina na jo akopemo Istanbul na wakwakoya adwuma as a manager dem Fenerbahce after Pam Morino no Domenico Tedesco and adwuma no de ma no as head coach abapam biaso ayekama na mamem fama se back sisters pese American Laporte omuwie ni down na ni move to Athletic Bilbao aden amfa amono person FIFA din komo non ka FIFA making move to Bilbao no very smooth adman no man special dispensation as for aden amfa them some back sisters awrama mu make things intense person mo teneba na bi biaso yakama na Francesco Conceição anopaya pro touch it down e wo to win me defeat to the bro na pen reporter me tenya me pa game very inter ebabon on to be mobile answer on your feet and no edge ebam na epetorius ahila Inter Milan or Piero or Sirio they no yesi a hold to for now ni nyina no say enkomo no a suspended o so mu titi nkomo ese bibia betima fa no edge ebam na Urama on Saturday, Juve Mudapom referees now. Say referees by warm up and during the game, after the game, Bebwa referees Papa and no SO yeah Jumafro alongside VAR said the Bayer referee Benya replay any other information. Also, sir, me patro ref cam no. I'm a Piasso Try Kama and no Edamete Lois or Penda Pebo and your report I met him. I'll be Piasso Ebekama. And some Peter Pamaso, na mami Mpekwe down as ahead of the big game and Africa World Cup qualifiers. Na Joani Visa said every 2 ahead of Senegal. Game on Papa was a friendship ends at kickoff. Senegal is a great footballing nation with great players. We see most of the players every day. They are friends. Let's say, but today there won't be any friends. Entina Adamfo Bienho Koulibaly Susina Niabre and the APC already at the mouse ahead of the game. Now Uko Roma me patrosa game in Sempina and Namswa yet Emma take it in a sold out ball 2 p.m. Not Pentecost Martyr Stadium. Take it in 80,000 a sold out head of the game and Senegal. Oh, it's a Messi football. I 38 without working hard. Say Messi to the 38. I was so young to maintain some football. They also born one sanka. Nana Root Gullet. As we can say Messi or Ronaldo. And your episode Penisa was it look. I believe Ronaldo is a pure idol for every single kid because of a Jumadea. Ronaldo, Messi, Esono, or a freak of nature into the Maradona. Any Ronaldo. Amono super hard just so we had my day and so that the Messi pay no bet me away be and no add their parliament Donnarumma and no Roma mamem fama send then you know touch it down our Manchester na nyame pa chira wa she trainer say this weekend Manchester derby Manchester United and Man City Donnarumma bedam at the amatim no am a bia so my kama na mamem fama so for African World Cup qualifiers yam fa resource ni PMM Kenya Sachos, bomb 5-0 Namibia, as to Sao Tome and Principe, bomb 3-0 Sierra Leone, Ethiopia 2-0, Tanzania, Atoma Niger, 1-0, Zimbabwe, Toma Rwanda, 1-0, and no edge down a game, Petrodra, and Nether Africa, World Cup qualifiers, Burkina Faso, Egypt 4 p.m., Cape Verde, Cameroon 4 p.m., DR Congo, Senegal, and 4 South Africa, Nigeria, and 4 p.m. Togo, Sudan, 4 p.m. Angola, Mauritius, 7 p.m. Benin, Lesotho, as we are 7 p.m. and Roma, Gabon, 7 Gambia, Burundi, 7 Mauritania, South Sudan, as we are 7. Now, MON-FRI groups in the Kakrama, Group A, so far, Roma, Egypt, Edikine, or 19 points, Burkina Faso, 14 points, Sierra Leone, 12 points, 16 points, Senegal, 15, Sudan, 12, Mauritania, 5, Togo 4, South Sudan 3, Telco Air Group C, South Africa 16, Benin 11, Rwanda 11, Nigeria 10, and Nigeria Sha or Beko 13, and Lesotho set, Zimbabwe 4, and no Air Group C, Oko Eco Pong Group Cape Verde 16, Cameroon 15, Libya 14, Angola 7, Mauritius 5, Eswatini, Ewo 2, now Oko Pemo Group EFA. Ivory Coast 19, Gabon 18, Burundi, as we 10, Kenya 9, Gambia 7, Seychelles, as we NEP, our South group, no Ayoko group, Morocco 21, Tanzania 10, Niger 9, Zambia 6, Congo, as we 1, Eritrea, as we any point we are, no Tunisia 22, Namibia 15, Liberia 11, Malawi 10, Equatorial Guinea 10, Sao Tome and Principe, and Katago, Omo Aswa, na Ukoro, Ghana group, large group, Ghana 19, Madagascar 16, Comoros 15, Mali 12, Central African Republic, our 5 na Chad, as we ever 1, and no Edadao, na Patron Nigeria line up and na young farmer in Wabali da, Ola Aina indeed, a Kon Lukman, Frederick, Anna Edele Bashiro, Simon Mos, Alexi Wobi, Desert, Anna Basi, Omna Eshas, na Ukoro Biasu, South Africa, then Foster Elijah Tang, Ama Ron Williams, as we had done a bear, come at the new year, a crowd in Senegal, on the lineup, and Nicholas Jackson, Elijah Taxadio Mane, and Indiai, 3 attackers, air bomb, Papagai, Ghana, so Kamara, and Yokulibali, and Yoka Print Theatre, and Mendy, that Antina, say na 4 p.m. game, no, Pequin Nasran Sama Udwa. You're breaking it down, touching it down, born it bed there. Best I know your Fakye TV so brown. Yade air sports in the brown. You're best one on this international ABOU DIABY. Anything in Jackie Natwa so Ediamamo.
All right, so that's their question for Mommy Man. We John and also Abu Juma Kama Pa. Etimi Ede Amawan to Tiero, Eko Yesu Edema, Sera Cassierico, and for my boy for Dandina, make catchers or Mukras, Yerijmadino, a Ramitimiama, Gentleman Dental Clinic Dibia, make carry Jose Romo Master Romberena, Yabona with John Asonamaku, Pedama, or Feeling in Echino, Red Naya, Sin Huye, Oyen Ya, Ebersa Boama Winnie Ninche, Wet me Abodum Pimna Fino, what do Huni Feko Enkofa Bian from Roman Comono, a series here, yes, in Newa shall see Yahabi Ewo Cinema, Oquire Bebuana examination consultation or Yayeria more Gentleman Dental Clinic, and a road canal treatment, no, the Udodo Monwenya How Kakra, enam so ama nei no na cheze den kra so betimi aresa ho to kura da o sinimu na no eden ni nyina be na yetimi abo ama ne ma koyere ama no echi no ka wanka wa bi akeka o sinima ama bebi yellow uza adi bi ada so no okwa ebe ne abomode na yetwitwi so ayi sa ne ma no nyina efu aboa ama onuma da we no ye scaling and polishing a Gentleman Dental Clinic no mo etimi ye extraction no be ye area ma na teeth whitening obozo pia na wo se no ete yere oni nyina ze eye fita pa free ye boa na hye no ada yere ma braces no zem na wo sinimu aye mre ehu be yin ase be ne aboa tight mu ama na emu no etimi aye den na also the ope bia no wetibia dia ye ama ne ma deda ye pa etimi era ma wo se no na out no ere o temporary one or permanent one a obe isu na abo ma ne ma dadi so ere ama person si usini gold and silver ne nyina Gentleman Dental Clinic be na ye du dwuma ere ama de o ne ze ye si dwuma de no omudi no ze no ko na usika asem na kwacho kakra on hyere ni sika de betwe ni nyina boma omo hwehwe memu etwa na kakra krizanze doc eyobi o wadwempa Ron is a nipa pom de no ya de ehia sika de se e ba beto ye no ye dog ne terms are you usua obomo de renkofo bo mane makoye pa edemo mo dwuma de no mu di no akon na efe ero mo bo mo di tigana bibia oro ni chemo mo ho a omo bo edwuma se ne tie oro ni chemo hyen oro ni achemo bantama high street no na je so tra Total Energy filling station a omo ewechio techima so magazine oro ni achemo kenten kwan no so no unyo omo na ko for idia omo eben Central Police Station no afro OCGCB bank no and afitamale tishegu OC post office no omo ben MTN office no form number no 0598 731 823 0598 731 823 na 0559 139582 0559 139582 Romana Gentleman dia boa na niamande da ye pa entimi emfa eman tetem so no mehwe messages aba be Romo on Facebook on your WhatsApp line on 020 754 3637 020 754-3637. Ya hena ya kenke de ama. Odame Edu Paul Senior. Good Abu Diaby. Big ups to your analyst. Now, I wasn't impressed with the Black Stars' performance at all. And Otuado should be up and doing. Now, I'm not sure he's the right man that can lead us. Because the players themselves don't have hope and trust in him. Now, this story shows loud and clear. Inside shell phones and accessories, a contombra, a crazy Owusu the lazy blogger. Modern ere Luta Kindi Rana 5 Mojino, keep it up. Please, I need more update on Madrid and Chelsea. Luta Duronaba, Edmoneji. Greetings to all Fakye TV sports crew. Fakye is 1 in a million. Watch you live from Osino. Crespo Fufo, or the Malians were far better than Ghana, but what matters most is the win. And we will definitely make it to the World Cup next year. Che Bafo Henry, Nedianozi and Pablo. Luta is the best rapper of foreign sport. The other ABOU no Wasiu Adams or the Otuado should check how he does his substitution. Ghana. This afternoon, you guys are doing a great job, and I'm watching the show live and clear at Tichima Jakon Community Day Senior High School. From Wasiu Adams, AK Foreign News, James Wama, we are enjoying his sport all the way. From Sirijaboso, you too much. Greetings to Ricardo Varas and Abi. Please, I need Abi's number. He's my darling boy. By Champion Baba, Bonenza, no, the Fiaba, Ebabe Ramu Kukudeda. Even though we won, but Otuado should just resign from the job for a good coach. We won the game by lack. Otueta than that. Just imagine the substitution. I never hit Otuado, but he is not fit for the level. This is our national team. For God's sake, Starboy, watching the show live and clear at Afumbeme Airport. Beidou, Samuel Beidou, Lamin Yama will win the Ballon d'Or. We could watch you live from Doma West in Krankwanta and Afi Shedizi Wisely. It is well. Collins Kweku Beidou, but the 5 emojis in the room. Manfred Boache, Sinama Abu, I'm enjoying your show live from Woho. Joseph Aqua, watch you live inside Takrade. I'm Benjilo Di Santiago and Wilson on Manfred Boache Sisibo. Did war yesterday, Pa Benji. In Fancy Syria, also watch you live from Fancy Syria. Kudos to the Black Star for winning yesterday. But Otuado should check how he does his substitution. He could, substitute key players in the last minute. Unnecessary pressures are. Greetings to Honorable Wisdom, Mosebo Ama, MC Achuman Rabija, Sa. A pretty good Chaka Pama. Now the chairman Chiapa. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm watching you live at Sabozongo. Congratulations to the Black Star for winning yesterday's crucial match. A pretty good Chakapama. James Blessing, Fakye TV no size, Fakye TV size 0. I'm DJ Blessing. I'm watching you from Stamford Bridge, Takrade, on the Baby Ramo, and I found Ziega Courage, or see Heat Baba, Famoji Sinu Ramo, Richie Jr., or say Black Stars, NS Owusu. Good afternoon, bro. I'm from Boma SHS, AJ Ferdinand. Are you please have Lamiyama found his passport? You're the Roman Richie, Rich. Also, read the listing, don't care about the performer, but the result, win is win. Joseph Aqua, watch you live from Takra, then after Blessing FC. Or you watch you live from Sevi, Asunta, Honor the Fieba, Ebe Ram Timadi and Emra. He gave no impressed with their performance and all. Then I back on Facebook Oba. Get in carry amount, Ojis the coach to add on the tactics on Niama Koye. Send I carry a phone in other bar. You carry amount. Good job from the Black Stars. Nana say Jabu. What the Black Stars lack is coaching. We need a better coach. Watching live from a Bond Hotel, Banku, and a Suzu's audio, Medican can. So 0207543637. My man, I'm all quick. Me quite about pay. My baby are phone ba na diaka. Get out to us with the abama. Yeba sisia.
This is sports.
Mama kwa baba Gentleman Dental Clinic yedwumadi ayedi ane se yebesiesie wosen na yabo wosen ho ban ama wonum enso ate anase wosen animonyam so afa ne ntoma pa afira Gentleman Dental se oba ye clinic wa enema bibiri na yeye efa nipa wosen ho ene wonum oba Gentleman Dental yeye consultation and examination services problem ben na ekoso how ben na ekoso wonum na fi wa kire anamon a ewo se utufa ho na itimi eboa afi yesan eye cleaning services oba ye professional na ye friend is killing and polishing say ebia enema bi ahyehyehye esen mu se bi o kasa etimi mapampan ene ade eba mu oba hwa etimi ehohoro wonum eyi saa enema ne nyina mu anase ne se no eso ebubu anase wanya fracture esen ankasa ebu eno etimi eye failing enso so na ye de amawo anso ye betu oseno e de amawo afi ebi wo so na ne se no wanya missing teeth ye woni si no ahodo bebre ye frɛ bi se dentures no eye de utimi ehye na wotimi asan eyi wa mu utimi yi na wasan ahye eno ne frɛ ne dentures no oba Gentleman Dental ye ni nyina bi wo afi ye wo fixed one no anase ye ta frɛ no permanent one no eno susu ye si a untimi entu bi eno ene frɛ no PFM bridge anase PFM crowns eno ni nyina no oba Gentleman Dental ye ni nyina bi ewo ho afi susu ye wo bi se braces ni ye se o se no kwan de dem anase emu atetete bebre
Yera sutima ya boy juma bo ma ne ma koye pere amount to not join here so no wait me a join my council on Facebook nra Ghana ye win here when ya je win no ogiri ze nra result na ba ye no pe modebo na da ne di no ne ma koye pa etimi ede ma ya na ni nyina mo no ahwe na wabo mode do message na ba was Ibrahim Mensa watching live from Dubai UAE ono no so de ne di na ba ababe ramun Frank Jomo Ozi Fakye TV MON-FRI yera se no de ade be Richard no so ne de na me ze o de aba bebre ba madi kan akin kan dodo na na ma wo ze eni on yen WhatsApp on so no 0207543637 no dodo na de aba na me zo unia first message na menya no if inana kufike che inside Nasana Bono region Tan district. Because I'm ashamed for Ghana televisions. None of them. They telecast Ghana Mali, but they have the right to telecast and send my amazing yeah clear. That's what doing now. na die nyina ona but onim die wo Abu Ghana Black Stars is 85% in the FIFA World Cup. We will reach the knockout stage. Liverpool is winning treble this season. You never walk alone. You didn't want fun, but Fakye Sports, no size. Now the show is loud and clear inside a Jawusu drugstore. I see your boy. No, yeah, see your brother, Mr. Richard Asari. Need your de Babi Ramu Ewahanom no. And I will so hi. I'm Senior Kapaku, musical artist in J-Town. Abu, me, I think we should sack all Black Stars team. Steve from Tafo always don't want to miss out this show because of the special one. Abi, he's my motivator and my mentor. Good afternoon, Abu. Is your boy Lucas from Tech Kumasi? Please, today is my birthday. Please wish me, I beg you. I really love you all. Lucas, happy birthday. I'm going farmer, but your baby out the far. The Ghana Football Association, please Saku Tuado before we go to US. DJ Blessing from Takra, Fanco Stanford Bridge. On fear about Ebe Rabi Bibi Aboko there. Say matches on who they mention is here. Dawson Papa.
Yeah, hen up so Nigeria, South Africa, na say but me winning me match. Cameroon Cape Verde.
DR Congo Senegal.
Okay, maybe the Cameroon Cape Verde.
DR Congo Senegal.
Now
Burkina Faso Egypt. Our matches in me PBR.
Me match me pa na Cameroon Cape Verde.
Baza bibi aboko there.
Alhamdulillah. Ahmodin ho. Ya ho ye ya ba etimi kasa idie.
Alright.
Adom.
Na arrival na kushia kukuru bite sakode. Bazo ya
kukuru bite sakode.
Bazo hu no.
We was Rahim Ranke Betro say kukuru bite sakode better than Luther King. I'm say asembe no. I can't do that. Kukuru bite sakode.
Baba. You honor. Your tone suffering, me say. You have Fakye TV, Debia. Okay. Who's a bit to me at trumpet, and you know, MON-FRI. Black Stars as I win the crowd, MJ simple. I'm so, Mama and Chamber, but to me, your boy didn't tell me, say, Kokoro BT, as I for the.
Now, General Abade.
Oh, Bibia in Tato.
Okay.
Yeah, MJ, or no crowd, and MJ. Who give that corner and I see actually.
Second edition, Baba.
And go back to your dreamness
or the new we are the Baba now. So,
Black Stars, you know about
I'm to care that I could come cinema.
Oh, I dare you.
No, it was all the Benjamin and I said, Benjamin, I said,
and you are watching each other. Also, not a new crowd. It's not a new crowd.
I need to return a lot 12 beats, Kakra.
My interviews now in a yadio. Because I was sitting on the point.
Who are the promise? I could go with you. We are heavy too much. I have a chow. Do you want to buy one of my last power? Who could be desired? A bonum. Takes so why? Hey, oh, you take it bizarre.
Which may be.
Taking every boy at a chair, quadra so you come. Quite as you call Luther at the chair, apart from the Luther,
you are busy to us at the bar.
Okutani Bluetooth player. And you like a sour Bluetooth.
Okay, or original with us.
When I have to a video over a back of Crubity Sako there. You are born in I uncle. Why? You're going to my we need maybe have a fun.
So, Tuesday is a chance to finish what Monday left behind and prepare for the rest of the week. It's Tuesday. It's a chance to finish what Monday left behind. You have the ability to finish it today, build upon it. Now, days now call now watching. It's my judgment. It's Tuesday. Step out. So, I want to so keep doing what you're doing. We are to us. And I'm going to come over with you. me twa so tew e wa manane na maba because me were interested wo Ghana match in mu bebre but anopa no from Andrew nyina na ebobo ba say Nottingham Forest for wadamfo no Evangelist ene ne squad Nigeria team say last nkomo ayidi wo ha about a month ago said the name Ekeka Kono Nuno Espirito Santo adwuma no to one year man into aso no wabo be 3 matches into the new season but after negotiations upon negotiations and conversations upon conversations they come to the realization any conclusion say they think that the direction of Nottingham Forest my current direction akai akapu agoji kakai ne Alhaji Guruza interview say direction no baby and near Ekeka Kono anyhow our coach a coordinating relationship with the board and then the players they believe that the next step of the club Opinion or that screen you see Emma Nottingham Forest and yet successful they've taken him out of the club. That is how life is. Project in your shots ya omo ayedo omo hihye ejina wiya ya omo yedo omo ebe jinkruwa sa na abrabonete. Nottingham Forest after so many years omo mess out esan eba back they wanted somebody to come and get Nottingham Forest back on track to come and set some pace for the club after 30 years na yehu Nottingham Forest in the European football. They needed Obia, Obetimiama Nottingham Forest, back into European football. Now they've done that. They've achieved that under Opinion or that screen you saw in Nuno Espirito Santo. Unfortunately, after so do ebe drew, baby are not person bano. Yes, they wanted Champions League, want more Champions League, but our more European football, Europa League. I think that Oko 30 years now. Oh, Babaka, you cannot just jump into Champions League. Baby, you do a mudri and Omowadebo extra under him. Penifone yet that much satisfied, but no dear Ehuni who said with the players are Nekutan, the Ombe team there and Omodiano. Baby, Omojina is in the European football. Could they need a manager who has also seen it all when it comes to European football? Saying at least Obetimia Bua, Amomaji Bibi. I've listened to Evangelist after say, Amofa and Posticoglu. In the first statement, then someone all can say, baby, a club needs us here, and they are back into Europe, and they need manager or proven record when it comes to trophy winning. Me who now seminar penameka say yes. A Juma Omade Espirito Santo Bas or Mayan. Why we now face now Omadruno need a different manager, a manager who has a proven record. Baby Omujinan and so a Juma and Posticoglu a year. I was Scotland before moving into the Premier League. Before Tottenham Hotspur in the first season, baby, all this space AD, so occur even first 2 months. Now, winning back to back, manager of the month of Premier League. Unfortunately, Niama take a different twist, Edemano. Then in his second season, Okachre said, in the second season, Biano, winning baby. And Tiabaja, young judge on the second season, lo and behold, in his second season, yes, in the Premier League, one finishing 15th position or 16th position for Clubber. At first, at Tottenham Hotspur, and the man said that young farmer. But in terms of trophy now or cancer in every second season of the coaching career or G trophy, he was able to deliver Europa League against Manchester United. When all us were against him, United football are no more Europa. So we go down, Krempa. The way they will bounce back, getting results over opponents. We thought that Manchester could do, but this man stood to his ground. Make sure say Adena Onimi on the second season. Club first express they won it. In Pinifuam and also they've changed the different manager Thomas Frank Abba Okofian and Chebia is about 2 months and he's back in the Premier League. One, he's assured of quality football. So when him and Posticoglu. So the first team, what you are rest assured, they say the first 3-4 months you are guaranteed of positive football. Or you will be an attacking manager. I'm sitting back, he said, about boring football. He's going to open up, he will press, give you the counter press, the ball on the air, then he gets results for you. So when players are Ekuta Nottingham Forest, I have that strong belief in him, said he will do well. Season we will Eddie Amor. But now as something say, baby, Okobian in the second season, or J trophy. Sano no after out and it is true. A record at Daho until so about team you about 2 years own trophy. Then Yabeka said, when Timmy achieve El Hano, you're born in the account to say if that is going to be idea, you have a call buyer. Now question and they say the first season Nottingham Forest position ben and other Nottingham Forest ever finish in terms of league ABOU. And then when it comes to Europa League omukosi mu akana or don't be finish say and you oba qualify for European football for next season. Say be next season the second season say a Conference League, a Champions League and a Europa League we will be able to say obey bibi dia mom. That is something that I am to any bit made one and say now ya say in the second season so obaji trophy Champions League club now in Hong Kong they have history when it comes to Champions League. And they say you do next season. Now say we're Nottingham Forest playing in Champions League. Now say I am passing the second season via ultimate trophy there. Even Tottenham over 4 man, not so many years. No Monsunji trophy dano. Among the European success, he has been able to give them European glory. The ABOU, the Champions League, now me adman next season 2026-27 the now. You bet made the Nottingham Forest in Como Ewum. Say Europa League, you bet made the Moncomo. A conference, you bet made the Moncomo. A situation where 4 man qualify for Europe in the first season, yeah. Then we'll be looking at the Premier League and then ABOU, the FA Cup, to some extent the Carabao Cup. So this is the kind of manager Nottingham Forest are for. I think that when they reach and after the little experience, 2 years experience when you're Premier League, maybe I know you just see say ABOU League in about 2-3 matches. I know it is advisable say when your club what's the same manager now we go in for a manager, you at least bring in a manager who have experience of league in our Obono. Oko for coach our own name league in our Ebona. E be na Manchester United. Amorim ABOU nka Amorim eba time and year season. And obenya abotre prepare no ewura into the season. Ka pressure na e won so say ni ni so. He came into Manchester United from the Portuguese league when United were in dying moment. Pressure be also that time. And the year season ever started a new season because of how bad Manchester United FA last season. It is still fresh out the back of our mind and no money. And I think that they are finding it difficult to get past that situation. And now Manchester but for this one, he's a manager who just left the league about 2 or 3 months ago. And Nottingham Forest were adding the air back. So I think that the Forest grounds, they found themselves a perfect fit, a good manager who will bring in experience, who will bring in class and pedigree into the force of club by friends and Nottingham Forest. We wish him the very best of luck, and I have that strong belief that he'll be able to do well for team. Your friends said Nottingham Forest. Football, you can have a good team, solid squad by a starting season. Be waiting to see. Now plans and then the amount of saying a Judiguba. And I'm beginning to have fear for Enzo Maresca heading the Chelsea team. And the Emma Costa the AC Kui. So the players need be starting April and in the manner. I am afraid. Say I'm sure where he sees the team, any baby I'm also meet him. If care is not taken, I'm going to call now already. Kopama and your fit. We've been told he said he will be back before Bayern March in Champions League. Now Leandela Bakwa Kupra. You saw Conche for some time until somewhere in November. And Delab and Ebeba back. For Levikowo, almost out, and officially Charles are communicating at the maybe as I said, boy, a successful surgery where he will be out for some weeks. And so we're back. We are just 3 matches into the season, and already 4 players are out already. Kupama there, we hope he will be back very soon. Ubeka Charles said Isugu and yet a starter in the team, but he's a squad player. He's somebody so that they need quality, they need depth. Our team in the bench, they will count on him to come and also add up quality into their team. Utia more another 2-3 matches. Now sign encounter another injury, especially in some of the key positions our Chelsea team. Now maybe a Chelsea the most trusted centre back in the Chelsea team, and Leviko.
Yeah.
Or no price say yen time over back no. Obo Makano. Tosin Adarabio is doing well. Trevor Chalobah is doing very well. Undemen trusted by their still even on the crown of free injury. Feno will recover. Was starting all year Jumanica Cranka. Abeka Josa Champo. Also in terms of almost center pair no, to some extent ABOU or the Gerald how to ever Bobby at the account. Instead enya GDB almost center pair no. Utia nye na on midfield the engine of the team. Moises Caicedo. Eho koka kakra bi say ya problem they should only hope. Bibian Yemekakui. If you are missing Kupama, Levikowo, Delap, na utie and either Jao Pedro, Sana Onzo Cobras or Cambia so coffee, Isu Fernandez, and then Moises Caicedo, Mark Cucurella. And then their captain. For James, Chelsea for player Chelsea for Nobody because our track record of injuries. And I think that Sadi and the America can be a Omonam is opening just a final pick. Matches be Basel. African games, the Macacho will be a me interest match. I'm a person, Minya Quenya and Amish. Convert. I want to see them in America. Person who are more Canada, person who are more Mexico. For obvious reason. Reason here, boys, no more Ghana and be bring up so who can provide in this reason. And I'm some person who are more. Yeah, tournament. There are so many things that are attracted. Emma tournament near the FA. They possess beautiful ladies. When you see Cape Verde from Abawano, America, Canada, and Mexico. But aside that, so we call European qualifiers now. There's one game. Portugal for no game. Game number 2, qualifiers. Now, I saw this. So let me just say something on that before. Say maybe you must maybe. The production, to think that Cristiano Ronaldo in all competitions, both club and country, in the last 9 matches,
so we more ratings and more shots. You want to free.
How much is free 20 saying?
On the Messi.
The last 9 games for club and country. The man is 40 years, over 200 and something days.
That I believe I will also on G2.
O say
also on G2. Ronaldo ni Messi. The other time said Denzel will game cry near reach around the 6 point something. And see, omo de biaba for my years 7.4.
Yes, and on about for me. Who pray?
Yeah, omo sometimes on
45 minutes quite 7.5.
Me names uncle for me nim there. O de be jeje omo. On. Akwa is owu obi ko school. Na ni panima de chana mo ka sama de book so. Sana we mu de na o ka last time I bobo a. The Ronaldo jina ebo wiabo no na be 5. AC
over 40 years.
45 minutes 45 minutes.
Yeah, 7.5.
You watch
last 9 games. Where numbers now at the whole rating now. Now they also on 57 minutes, 8.8 or say 2 goals. The next one, and about 90 minutes or say go. The next one, 90 minutes or say go, rated 8.2. The next one where assist 8.0, 9.7, 3 goals, and then 7.5 45 minutes. Last one, yeah, now we are Okoboy 2 goals. Abusu apeni adwuma na oye no. Me hu we bi a Bakachro say 20 something years go for no mbo ni na obi akọ aka ono nko a. And you say occur next World Cup no so 6 different World Cups. Obi anya bi.
Record.
Ya hono e pese. Ya ko climax bi bia na ema adwuma ni si o. But I think that and they will get an away win. And I foresee Ronaldo getting another goal. Say or the name my neighbor call now Makwakuya Jumane Kama. Results.
But results in Sisia Sina is here.
South Africa Shiguana.
Dabi Group A 7-minute Burkina and Shebi, Egypt in Shebi. Group B DR Congo in Shebi, Senegal and Shebi, Togo Ashebako, Sudan, and Timi in Shebi. Group C South Africa, Nigeria, Obian Posoni Okwatina. Group D Cape Verde, Omon Shebi, Cameroon Sono. Entimi and Shebi. Intiano your result are the reporter Odo Nama. The Intianra, but be I say, Eniso be atana. We China who in Ayama.
Okay.
Nti Bram Kakra mama.
Kwaku, football no is an unforgiving job. Nti so yeah Juma Umwa. Know how to deal with staffs that they go around you. So when you might see in recent times, coaches are call players kwa. It should tell you the reason why I'm supporting Alexander Ishak and Obi Biarobe forcing a way out of a team. Especially when a team come about Nottingham Forest. Anyhow, my Pamo coach if I don't know Espirito Santo. For what yet to know a new footballing region and as on the field of play performance, a woman saw starting season 3 games were losing 3-0 to West Ham United while winning against Brentford now if you about against Crystal Palace. But who issues that when you with Edu, and in a name, no, because MON-FRI and your coach in Famomo. This is a coach that he took over Nottingham Forest when they were 17th on the league log. 20th December 2023. And of course, if you look back, now her performance or the more last season, and then Nyoma will do more for giving them the Europa League qualification. You know, I don't see the reason why the best Soria started a season that after 3 games or 4 points and they decide to let him go. This dates back to maybe a game we ban away. Now, my name is
Leicester.
The Evangelos.
Evangelist.
Or no, nyasa confrontation or parkness. And they do the announcement to have a count. Until now, they are in a business where when you get the opportunity, whatever you've done for a club. Because teams, actually say, regardless how you are loyal to them, regardless the performance you give them, when it's time for them to relieve you of your duties, they will do so.
Be with you.
This is Jumana. As a journeyman, you have your bags packed. I think the coach will say, oh no, on call baby, bag no group on quarter. There be or no about that one, not the essence of the bags.
Which way you at any time?
Me bo bi di enyo na o se won no wura say okoba bi no the bag ni bibia ko ye too comfortable but when you say you betima pam at any time into your pam na oba ya no afa ne bag na woko. That is the job players nimpo any coaches no enjoy now, because I don't see any footballing sense in what they've done. The record no matter why and two teams are one the defending champion your coach in the Europa League or a new team level, so probably he can do something. Because if you look at Tottenham team no not injuries near Jadibi can the best can say we are seeing there is nothing like fairness. And Nuno Espirito Santo on Kofi now on any footballing region Tinibe Pamono. Kwaku look at the performance. Premier League rate of a year permanent managers, Nottingham Forest. Kwaku and the go on.
So he's the best amount of money.
Oh, Kwaku.
I don't know cranny DNA below it.
Below mine.
41%.
Kwaku team Beno coach.
Back the team baby didn't kind of fall on the time of last season he did very well.
And the previous season, Steve Cooper don't bali MON-FRI is 16th. Hobenom da 17th, 20th December 2023. And what don't do but we don't finish here, giving them hope every single time. We touted them as the surprise package in the league last season with the performance they were giving us. And if you look at the winning rate, there's 62 games with 41.9 winning rate. What a game. Betim Diama, a team to say Nottingham Forest. This is a team that Wabo Brebia to hope. But Sabrano, Untimini Humpo say. And the manager giving identity, giving us hope, says still we can do it again. And now what Timia Pamono? Kwakuno Pamona come Ben Papa. But much transform some papa you want to me here. But it can't catch the Kwaku. So be our me papa number no name me papa Ben Swa. Now you're more to and you're part of your technical team as a scout. Now Jose Mourinho coaching Ghana and Blasters no. Because so what team say rejected Jose Mourinho currently Kwaku. Enya good ABOU. So them putting for because I drew baby and one from me to Bremen in Biaco. Jose Mourinho Juma na team say rejecting no. Her clubs or Mapamo Jose Mourinho in the last jobs. Any team to send Nottingham Forest. After so Apamo Nuno Espirito Santo offer them than Jose Mourinho. As we speak, Nottingham Forest. SC Jose Mourinho needs something best to offer them. Kwaku, what do you want to see? Jose Mourinho should get a national team. No fanya wonders. National team, so more any pressured national team.
No, so I'm not going
to say.
No man could have
pressure. Na pressure one good. What does he coach? Pressure ni kruma.
Over balls I think continue ball kruma. They are no be.
Yet kruma who boy ball tia Mali. Mali decided not to play in the first half, but we saw what happened. Inti pressure ni kruma. Say pressure o kruma panka. Ni pa no dey ball. World Cup qualifying run. About 6 games in the AFCON qualifiers on we ni ba kokra. But still on the year you mind. Inti pressure ni kruma. Jose Mourinho will come and he will do the job for us. Maybe Nisikano and the end team chairman by his own pace beam. And so proving who be himself national team waiting the head Juma. But on one case what said tia national team coaches da. Say ya kwadure Juma. Inti wiase come and one we Yankopon dey waka remember wo park we aso. And I say wiase ya mu o ma unko ba bia. Won some abeka no e be kwa ba na we adakro. What wona wasem ne hwe anim. and one way ya one cause I go back like I said there be and say mo ha me kind man can ye
and toward
and then you see mo na be do baby wadri because now me not sure say any of the European teams they want Champions League, they want Europa League, they want to win their league. None of them. Jose is someone I love so much, but none of them will offer Jose Mourinho even a year contract. Kwaku, none of them. And we have they won't go in for Jose Mourinho down. And that's something that Jose Mourinho. Someone that na name say the master class in terms of all modi teams, our teams are getting results from Munyano. He's failed to do that in many of the teams that work in recent times. And teams now any teams are committing a sacking Jose Mourinho. And only the most annoying part of it all. That teams are and Jose Mourinho in his module. And the team can even approach Jose Mourinho to talk of even sacking him. But now, side and answer to me. So I think that Jose Mourinho should decide. Now, on pair a year national teams in the ABOU probably however because teams in the European to go in the area.
That will coach national team in club football. They in Edinburgh.
National team.
Don't go to club team near.
In the national team. They in Edinburgh.
I'll go for club football.
Man's over Kwama.
A club.
A club.
Yeah, what do you coach?
As a Kwama national team.
What national team go to?
Ah, I say national team.
Obia or no team kase after say Kwasizibo born no boy into be ni. Wonderful. On team lasted 3 weeks. Any of the teams from years.
No, but who's the blame that way? So I mean, on ya. Or the ama me choosing national team is there. My show.
You don't get.
What is the national team considering your time in players?
Yeah.
I'm going to play in training. Maybe our team, maybe okay. The season, my show, what register 30 players. Who's a warrior? A national team coach be a bit pound Biano. Yana do a major tournament in the Pamo. ABOU they are qualified at the Marco because the air man Basari. Is that Ghana players here from Oma Medu one week Kroma or Mabo matches? 2. Onam now scout for player. Wako scout to Kwesizibo is a good defensive midfielder. I feel now be pair no with Thomas Partey. No cry anybody qualify na anybody nye friendly game. But so tell you. But was the club football no. Coach beat him be Fatisa Alonso de Madrid call preseason cover the FIFA Club World Cup no. One baby am from so no then. So na the nation team the man yare. Is that we are wa build there who's we be Kwesizibo ne Partey beat him am. Utimi uze we me no crowd training abri to betimi ayeden me nim say make kan anti me let's try to coach no mo gere wu
adwuma ayo
hey cover yourself one
when De La Fuente on explain coach one betimi ne Hans Flicker din komo on how to use it
blue Spanish national team from Titimina building around team Barcelona and uze ubetuma nya Spain team a e betima hihye e bia from a chenu ko enfina Barcelona players be for so ze of Barcelona ko no din komo dey apa ukuba si ball no say na ball comfortable say we dey possible
dem pese me chiremu ne with Spain example ne say players ne ba you don't need to teach player bia on national team ball
and you so be chair ne ball how to ube team omo app no e dey o
we've seen coaches omawura teams mu halfway season won trophies for them omo ye ne say
no, that's club football.
And now we see if ABOU players,
yeah,
yeah, but they're able to perform. You have the luxury of time to call best player BIO team to assemble them. Also, you can't let them deliver.
No, but and now can who's there? Club football, maestro. Football is never ball. I want to troublesome. Have you ever Rafael Benitez? He Cristiano Ronaldo when I want pam. Oh, you know, Ronaldo was saying, "Oh, sir, the only ebe wa oba me are." But that same year, no, you be just down on the Real Madrid for near day.
AJ Champions League.
Who's the coaches? Ebi is a former coach, Dr. Prosper Togo. So, club administrator, be a man in the come Ghana be a program. Reason is simple. Yes, you are a modern coach.
Yeah.
But they be an all translate only players in Kita. We play a bit much or say massa. Oh, born now, Bonuni watching player be a we are see you. Man, you cycle or the Ariel. I remember as you did come back Chelsea or Reto, Ido Johnson. That I know Johnson, one player, no Pija or Chelsea. Or when you go keep the stream, refini, but you could be another than a call. And I think BB Lorry, or didn't this out of pet, I did pet or book come back and go to train and it. And I saw Nagu Johnson a back training. First time I coach, I'm not friends on my head. I saw Queen be the laptop to see Chen say, on her player, yeah, or the ball, Korean and Johnson or no papa. I know boyfriend gamer. What she would do, no, say, ne papa, no, you didn't keep her no share no. Or see that you're on net one. Who's our shall see a BB count. Yeah, so there are coaches who are more but national team coaches in the Kogu. I'm a my show. Oh, the team who are at the hole. And I teach to club be Brepie Africa, Ghana. Oh, call up now, you know. You love the other movie with this party, no. If you saw the Omodi Enama, wait in the end, Enama. And
after yeah, Martin, Tuado said something about Gideon Mensah. So I now can African football is different, and especially now that we have most of our players playing mainstream European football is totally different from Africa. Also, Tuado said Gideon Mensah born now born Spain. We beat me lucky. I be farm and after match no can but or the bar is Africa born. Yeah, money sir. And the national team management, you need time. Bring your tactics, bring your system for them to adapt. Until I say a main tournament, just like you said, mostly I have more tournament because tournament today, ample time, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, assemble the players, moon training before. Still but to say qualifies. Qualifies. Friend, Ghana. Boys, let's start. Boys, let's
Mali coach and I
Tom Stanford.
From State Fight.
Stanford. Omulusu to Ghana on Pamo or Coach back on the board. Yeah. Well, here how many time
still he lost Yaseno. Opposite Yaseno. He's not qualified.
But
still Walusu.
Ghana won. So Ghana win. How you Ghana you are not comfortable watching that game? No, I'm not going and your results no win. You won. But you are not comfortable and you know say if you are to play this game in your subsequent games, even in tournament, we have nowhere to go. You know it.
No, for that one I agree. But who's there? Football.
Tournament way different from qualifying.
One no yeah, by me last time me didn't last time me didn't come over. See a more Champions League. It's only a bowl group stage now. You will defend
qualifiers.
Level funny. GCP Begomi. Or you're not the inter captain. Or no qualify no movie. Mobile, you know. Or correct time, Makumako for Bakro no about qualifier. Or no more qualifier, you know, to have a chama. Minister to coach, my share be small move. Omono cry. Now, my if something players and one footballers almost bear something. Who
system?
No, mind the system.
But what or African coach? No, and they say we make work appointment. If that is what we want to do, say, yeah, local football and African football are different. And that means I'm not talking about the win.
He has won.
I'm not talking about the win. This is the same code that failed us Wolverine qualified. So if he's won, then they can't. Man, they say go if that is what you are trying to tell me. Olusu, about how many games? 6 games, not a single win. 2 countries in there played home away from home. One a single win. Say we now the we are taking here.
Oro Giri se national team.
For papa.
Mas o on what grounds am okay? National team.
Oh, players available. For when you adwuma, say calling players based on your tactics. Alone to players open na the man.
Unless
you have the logic to bring players
over. Omo manipulate system na dia man.
No one so. Yeah,
Nigeria say ongo.
Ah, me ba.
Nigeria show.
Oma she Nigeria.
So what I
can you la the okay.
What say ongo.
Hey Nigeria.
Bon na me hwe no. So see ya no mbaba to South Africa bit match be for.
Sa.
See ya no mbaba South Africa match be for.
Hugo Bruce was South Africa how many times?
Oh, for years. Watch out.
He came in and the players are playing to the system.
The big man for trust a con.
Ono unse maisu asem na ye kana mon person beti asia. Football. Ghana only problem Ghana ye face.
Ye face problem.
It is the NBA.
Ene ye dey.
Unse your mind bia na philosophy. Ko ma ze Congo so ahye Senegal. Omo hwe papa no bebo o hini jam form Republicans and aside for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. No need the reason. The reason was like they be a kobobo afi na be fe kotopo player. They be a boy afi na be fe house player. Sometimes so na teams in te team be a top player than a kotopo for players to back ko Zambia. That's Dogumoro. And Ababa Akoshi.
Okay.
A critic should be required to be able to continue to Bobi. Because Musa say, Mampanini did it to me. And yes, the reason was simple. Also, a person build the team about Boama national team. No, yeah, call up I am team the big one. Tikasa you South Africa team were down. South Africa team. Say, North Africans in a South Africa. South Africa is capable of beating your shit team. Reason.
Most of them plays in South Africa.
Locally, remember this are now for one. And second set or monobo local no modi omoba na ugo Bruce abefa onya kwan ska ni players wa ma no na kakra bi maybe trade sa na na tie by this 4 years here kwa bruche national team engineer na so my should make what so working as a national team coach no my so very difficult
quite difficult
in your tactical game Egypt coach Benaje Africa no twice be brain ya had what is that be nya no Adai was a goalkeeper. Egypt coach no J to us.
I'm very finished.
Yes, ni di ba na ko.
Hassan Shiata.
So you na way.
They were having most of the team playing in Egypt.
Ali Nezamalek.
And you know there.
And also Unyan to was yesterday.
So what you now line up.
No.
That's what we are saying.
You have the opportunity to get players or one move to system. Alonso don't have the opportunity.
No, you can inculcate your system in them. And the train them tactics. Train them every day. But national team,
bring your players.
This is a Black Stars. Bring players every Tuesday, Wednesday, or
it's difficult. You call up on it. Obe free if you bow. Obe free if you had your
or different tactics. Or different systems.
Or different system. Or the Nababidu. Yaba be mu pay. At so case in on say talent no war on the club side no de baho.
Yeah.
Obe timi abo system bi kra na. E be a player na wo de Naba no. Enfi ba be all the kudu so. For the atmosphere. Na obobo no ntake a. Oyo okay because papi mata sa mo no odrogo bentako mo we dey. Ye hentisa. The American what you say?
Yeah.
And the national team coaches, you know,
very, very difficult.
Okay. Yeah, so new space.
It's a spring forward philosophy. Yeah, they are okay. Your philosophy, the GISI and videos and any this one.
What was the last time I have come?
Oh yeah.
You invite us and I you best walk.
And any day.
Oh, they. You best walk. No, those days, you know. Football na nyini ko na sata no be o depend on local players a ebumbo kotoko Africa performing very well and you good players who name they are alachefo no be do so and Ghana o me dey am keze na ma yi a ye wadi bu ankere say fair play on merit a me obi no be convince local player yet me blast
and to assembly
on merit
and be na wo kan
ayi Benjamin says ya friend on merit na modern na di na duo enye agent dia player.
Yeah.
It is that player not the corner man a platform so bobo. My shoe. And the money did not do anti tension the anfano. But I make us say me my son. Also see me wo on agency tino. Me local player but ko go mani ma say.
I don't think I know say. We are giving excuses for Gideon Mensah. A player he
there is be almost chef from Bibi Ofiba no so can be.
And I make us say ono no
is it ko Ghana players about left back you know experience change.
Me no ya. And nothing we expect much from him. So when he is failing us, we still make excuses for him. Then why don't we give excuses to those that they are coming now? Now they are not even exposed to football. They make so what they again. He's exposed to everything in world football, playing on the best pitches, working under best managers, and everything. Money to spend, everything is available to him. If he wants to play football, no be not free. Be free more. But we are giving him excuses. But we can't give that same excuses to the local players. No, a local player, the boss, I left back nobody. That's two games now. The Beckers end up because what's every single time people are waiting for Benjamin Asari to do a mistake.
No, they're not.
I'm telling you for a fact.
ABM fans are caught. Oh, you be a great Olympics. Be any good stars. Other teams. Now, support our bomb players. Benjamin Asari and Frope. Near you fi post in fact for. Say you now wagin or form kaka.
You look up.
No,
you look up players no.
Congo Ashe Senegal team. O pevu we no. E dey amaye look any players in America. We suppose no ya supporters in Nigeria.
There is no about the supporters. And your supporters no meaning be me see Americans am nichiro.
Tonya me say when.
Kwaku.
No na benya aside.
And also the assembly.
Benya aside.
And na frame na.
Oh me dey say say common meeting. Benya aside dey kwaku yen kan no krenche nipa. The omodi SME agye no. Gi say bia BBC. Na nka Kroman Central for the be. When your local goalkeepers had new be at better 4 matches. I keep clean sheet 3. I keep clean I consider 1 goal. Now okay last time I blasters Bobo keep clean sheet 2000. Then now you qualify for World Cup no prayer. Now I can offer goalkeeper Diaba so
you put you on record say 19 points now 19 points make you tire. Why you 10 19 points no
you person drop no ade an akọ consider o child that be nye kroma
no nya boss no yes ade ni
Atizigi isn't a bad goalkeeper. Atizigi ni confidence for Ghana. The line I say you dey ni bi why ai inyaki dey ni bi oni confidence for Ghana
inyaki confidence oni
ye kokoball qualify bi ni ene South Africa
I'm afraid Fatah man
now what abrahu semo yi na Fatah do that say South Africa no team your friend if free fear man ba be da go na sa goalkeepers no
Obedru Tuesday na ball
the Man United bi here ayi popo ba no
Obedru Tuesday na ball
no ma free post so are ties on mebobo no but you don't trust them you don't do that
Atizigi on Ghanaians and Ghana we've been magnanimous ano SJ Jano
but also based on an experience until ultimately for now you goalkeeper so we are seeing Abib your worst experience by Atizigi
experience I'll go back to my sarcastic mood and if Fatah when better be hold the experience
Atizigi Eba Black Stars amu saying but he's performed very well for St. Gallen.
He's conceded a lot of goals.
No, that's Unana line bia. Unana hunu so nyade. Una sometimes no credit say your adenu baby adam. Ye the two ebebo ye nyina.
Kwaku the if you are serious
you don't do that my so. We ask one bibi gidi. Benjamin say no ko two post no. Dey no first time obeda wo ka say broni ne friend ni di. Gidi o my so kwaku. And onimgo ne da. But woman that support na obey adwuma na mabare ha no
support no way
obitimi hwe man sua news a na kwa we krade we ko betima ye ne ebu abam
asa anu bi na wo kan ti na make sense ye serious because kwaku ye local goalkeepers no open one department as a country they are solid opa ye goalkeepers
oh yeah the Ghana the adeba ko nyamede che defenders ni goalkeepers
ye will be and if omo be free ho ba no why nya
nko omo mu nja ne fa for
na campaign was the best thing na no other na otuwado wo baby ani man okobi even when the team quarrel is giving when it comes to keeping clean sheet and giving point to the team confidence to your local players no Kamaradini as a one call back with your friend be don't say direct lam to aja don't say direct lam to aja
what just say
yesterday, right after the game, he left. And then we'll call front.
No, na ze unyo obi aso ne.
Kwaku. Said the one cassette.
Only boy the be din komo. This after the first goal, the man reason be say height in the comment in the child no. One consider.
Size, just all the bamwa.
Or a buffy.
And I maka just any class.
And I over tears if you move straight in area.
I'm ready.
Sir, TNT simu straight. NTC.
Mama had
my making kind of
the
Ghana Black Stars was playing a match in Ghana, but not even a single TV station in Ghana show it. Not even GTV. So you know, and easy how. I just want 50 here now. Kwako yi match o. Match ni on call for right in Chrome and skaba ko abetwi ade akwako yi na chaman. Enya de ketwa. Did you check in or na enye we bia. Then I'm a monitor if you be a monitor. Now, we all TV rights on common in Yade, okay, na copyrights which you are. And Yade Kitwa, Dia Montias, oh, yet, they be a Ghana big TV station who has a pennies and Black Stars in Bobo, no, Yamamo. Yamunyabutre. Why? Good afternoon, Abu. Jordan shouldn't be the captain of our national team. How can a captain behave like a child when he's being substitute? Insulting the technical bench or when do you be at them? No, when do you be at them near there? Why? Now, on this one, second D, and on the fear bands, now we do be at them near there. Good evening, Abu. It was a good but hypertension game. But the most important thing is the win. What a solid performance from Akwasisibo. Solid guy, I pray. He maintains and improves his performance for the club and the nation. Fadiga from Wanchi, and on the area. Hi, good afternoon. I'm George watching live from Wasa Tobiase inside Ejapaye Enterprise. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. And we saw or say good afternoon, Abu, and your crew members. Kudos to the Black Stars. Though their performance wasn't that impressive, but got the needed point to lead the group. Greetings to Prophetess, Mama Joyce, Oche, in Kona, from Giovanni, Aboso, no, the Iramo, Fakye Sport, Papa Nono, Biaga, Akima Safo. And on the back, good afternoon, I'm Pania, and I think Otuaro should go and improve his tactics, cause it's still not enough to you and you guys, Abu. And I wish you good afternoon, Abu. Leroy, I really like Habib from his days are precise. He's a fantastic guy. You guys should keep up with the good work. The other Ebabe Ramon, I'm AK Dunamis. Please, Abu, when are they resuming from the international break? Because I saw one of my Manchester United fans smiling yesterday, and it pains me. It pains me. I'm all July from Sampa, thanks to the Black Stars. And we saw I'm Caesar from Bibiani. Shout outs to Gunu, a great wonder baba, Bibiani. I'm watching live from home. Good afternoon, crew members, please. How is the room outside room now? I don't. In a game, no man prepare 7 goals. Born him not a local. No, I'm Richmond from Kenya. Please. We not the band yes, we now champion crew. Champion crew on the Mourinho issue. I don't see it as a fall. It tells you he's a man who doesn't care about he coaches or all he wants is to bring the best out of what he has. Look at his route. Porto then wasn't the best in Europe. He conquered with them. Chelsea rose to the current status partly cause is the first partly cause of his first coming. Look at Inter. Real Madrid and United was uplifted based on past record. Abu, look at how he take glory into a little thing he wins. He's ready to work and not retire after collecting all these monies. But this is just, but he's not like otherwise who sit and wait for this is the bar now you will near the adio. Conjure them into a song kind. And me emfa emma near the do the other to me about no game no. Send I will see a wound on dinas. Mama young come round, I'm a mamma should chassis. Now you need come off here. Near read a big game no, near me to me rum then come on a cacra. A rum to me emfa emma any other. The mamma I'm all quick, my bape. My babe to us, I'm Yabasis here.
This is sports.
Menua, obrani de wa wabo na obran so te sa pawa. Wo animu na anya wo da, wo da ne akire. Na se obra de wo hwe ase a nipa nyina bu osansani o bobra aya hwe ni ye eno ntinam di dwumadi a wato ne din obra fie e de bro efri adwoada ekosi ya wada anwumre no nso na me ni wasi nkonya na wo behu se obra enafo se me ka se obra fie a na wagye so ye pesua.
This is sports.
kɛseɛ no so yɛbɔ bɔde ne akɔm na mo Millennium Construction Zemenka ɛfa kyɛw ne fa ho bɔ mo ne mboa na nneɛma nkɔ yie pɛ mfa mo nkɔmɔ ne de ɔwɔ ama no ne ɔwɔ efie na ɔpasase atɔ opifie atɔ fie ne dada apɛsi renovate ba na apifie atɔ a ɔmo no wɔ into real estate development ɔmo na abɔ mo de asisi dan ne hostels awodɔ na mfa sika ɛnkɔmɔ ɔfa takra meka sɛ ɔfa wegyana no ho mfemfem ɔfa so pɛ guess wɔn wɔ esi mo ne araba mo ɔmo wɔ hɔ no ya na ɔfa nyɛ ɔmo de ɔmo bɛyɛ ade nti odi sika na tum sɛ ɔfa hwɛ na afa gye dan no na afa si fie na afa gye asase no wɔn sɛ enyumere na ɔfa fa araba ya bere nkɔ ane nkɔ gye ni kakra ɔkɔ kan na ɔfa mo example sɛ wo kwame wo usa ketekete na asoro kan no na jeze me na me fa wo hye ikyiri ni ade na me de obo mo de tie kɔ kukutu anamo ne ya na ɛha adwen wo chi ni tu menye yi obo na enye yi ti me ba cho Millennium Construction Romney Amboa na na man kwe mfa mo system mo 15 to 20 solid years omedwuma na omobɔ no ya ade ano eden papa na eboa manema kwe mo Kumasi Nias Junction Boshen obenya mo 0244274084 0244274084 Millennium Construction, we build your dream. Na baby girls no na me darling boys no muntu ara mo na monko na mo ne o monko kudin sa so ne mboa mo na ne amande da ye pa entimi emfa mamo kama pa ti mamere na afisem no me ni nkomo kakra boy no na enye adwuma keto na ano eden ni na za echi oman a ye from Mali e bo me ka ba ko a omo entimi antia na ano eden Alexander Kwabrambe Idujiku enya da oligo no etimi erema oman Ghana na bibi adeda ye pa etimi ede emaye ni we ya ti no na da so no na ahwa na eze nya de keto akra na igema adwuma na ye ne anibra na edi ram no we ne calip yenchi ne long ball bi no obo ya ekoko ball ba me za ball na na kwagwa edi go ne ba ye no na ekoko na Jordan ba ye she no no a me say no a dia na de sa akona ne ba ya ye boy Alexander Jiku e kan bo we na Mali for ne ze fa no
revenue fa wanka wa Ghana
en sefa akrampo
mo fans kaka no mdom ba ne Ghana fa nka de siani wo
omo de fans ba na no mo okru madala
omo de fans ba na mo ba tu obi so a no mo down wa to no ma omo to no ma ko so na de na ko so to ba down Mali for no two control na Ghana for no start here. I put that on record because going by no more protest.
Okay.
And Ghana for no so start.
Wana me person oboa me ho ye. Na se ma me kwan na nkofo afa Sura Stadium no. The last time I call Sudan match na mo ko ba America. Or the video no to so na ya. No so say the same na nkofo huru.
Me nim say nas wo NSC
Obo Ejumere NSC ni dey friend Yao Jenfi Kusi Okasae on baby kra na ye ze ma obi ama metra ho agere na ho nyina ye ma me ade na pimpa na kase se no che ni se no che
ni ameka kakra ni se mi se ne credit ho a no waka mi se the security no on went me amwa ye bebre but na nyese ho no biaya edi sinsuanso kese ebeba bet na asem fumuso kakra wo ho ntina ye mpese anka obi abeden ebeko enu ntina amayanton ho ticket no ene ye koton ticket nso ho na se koba se bibi kosia na chese ya nwene eye ekoba se on break it through security no on ye nipa ye ntimi enye den enforce empia wo bet na wo se ye hwese ebia owenye so se bia o may aggressive and as pepepe but
anti eno ye command you know pay pa ni die che na me za asem we no minim kwan be fa so e be solve issue because e base ya but na is it them pan
and close it down
I don't only one thing is serious obi so crowd ni sika atote odimi ro and they cry you bi Ghana Nigeria kroma odimi na ya sunlight tin but that way stop it here right kroma
I say am for cars bebre so car is wo metia car so na afro
Bagu, your problem, or my night team, your problem. Papa, your casa is here. Yeah, we Mr. Jemfi, me a mini pan, boss and care pamon.
Cow.
Say a country near Brepa. Either so no casa, some more can we coordinate my to an ever pamon. Me a mini pan. He's the CEO, Chief Operating Officer for NAC. I said, man, I chair. But you don't tell us to say, Mundim said, how. But then shut down your house, and I'm on pursue be able to quack no rana at your engine be aqua bar and then but uncle for coy, you know, how more security why, or more comport to go. A dear a yet death trap also be a quack or comport. You fail.
Well, so many the wooden was there on there.
Obebusano, my name's Xavier, now, chief executive, I'm fine one man. Was it almost said that DBA year from oh, say me, it's not me say, well, executive member, I don't say that DBA year free ho. Maybe I come, so they wanted to just make sure say a man.
No, you don't tell us to say that any baby danger kakra or bank of focus no comport kweku atrenche besia ebon guy.
David and can't
the fact that nipa netwa all born and hope like or comport no way be a well good no out of emotion go away to my obi betimi asori ehuri eno no eba enkra
bati odame saba why now mama men corner men twice on them come on but after the game fans and reaction no ma men corner me nim say we na ready na nas men ko tie no na yenko ani me on how no ne ade a you know more but enye ready amen na me fans no and after the game almost some reaction ana bi kukrobiti isa ko de no men ko tie kakra after the game some mo ditu
na sa Fakye wa wani tua Fakye sponsor de mo ya de man fa me ho amaji mu a na enye yie ene de awurade ase ya da ye nananom nyina nso ase
atasa de banku me bo ro
aya Ghana rasta ga for no so who is the money for coach no I don't coach the na me mpa ya da nyakoba se nya 3 points se ya hwe group na ye lead wow ye supporters nya kambom ye fa odo anya komapa and support Ghana Black Stars e wo me say Black Stars win ba masa born on boy de nyokura nya me ni born nya dey bi boy de nya se ye win keko boy ye ban e kwala we de nam ayem hihye boy kwa de be boy ye bo ya best stadium aba betrase bra se ewura park ni e bedu hard man ahwe boy ho boy e wo me say Black Stars win but to be very honest Malifon no mo nya sharp say ka Malifon ya sharp enough anko mathematical
de ani ji abapa US de the number kujina number kujina dada but so far so good Ghana ya ade ye be ball players for numbers because ball na omo ball no obi
mpamocho ene Ghana ye bi nti me wanyum bia me pese me mfa nchire Ghana phone ni ye frame koklo bi tesa akode you nda masi why or see there is a new Africa in the world and then that new Africa and show that after all the black man, if you're a true Ghanaian and you love Black Stars, let me see your hands up. If you love that known and you love farm milk, let me see your hands up. I feel a bay, Ghana bay, Black Star, bay, Benzo Rango, I'm a bay, Minsuro, I feel a bay, boy, Ghana bay, Black Star, bay, Benzo Rango, I'm a bay, Minsuro, Yameje, na Ghana for you, Ghana Black Star, Yegu, Milosikabe Brebe, Shegu, Yameje, and taxpayers, Yewu, Ghana will go, New York class show, the way I love Black Stars, I don't know, it be like say fire choco, farm milk that none choco, despite the money choco, Kido Bawa Street choco, Ghana choco, Ghana choco, I feel a bay, God bless Ghana, God bless GM, God bless everybody.
All right, the Kokobiti Sako de no, a heavy brutal, the rhyme and my show. Oh, the other Luther Kokobel, Luther with what to imagine.
Oh, Luther had their chair.
And you know, credit, and you know, credit, Is it attire Chelsea a checking it? What would you want to be? Amagana, Benzo, Renzo, Zara, and Ayaketwa.
DIABY, uni his song and chain Luther.
Now, Luther, his song, yeah.
Oh, his song.
And your man.
And I don't even know.
Your man, I mean, you will come in
over 5 years.
Hey, then the name come back. Not then it was.
Oh, what's the
Then it was.
So on the universe. Only one of your universe.
Then you'll be at 50. The also pay 10 seconds. Bazo, I come up. American results are in our first department. Burkina 0, Egypt 0. DR Congo 2, Senegal 1, Togo 1, Sudan 0, Zimbabwe 0, 1, then South Africa 1, Nigeria 1, Cape Verde 0, Cameroon 0. Result Enya, the AFCON World Cup qualifier. In Africa, the Enya, every game na Nkasani ade na Yankwini.
DIABY, and they tea for never for you, say. I believe, say, and Ghana for Inya in Kunimdi against Mali. That was the thing I know would be a hope for. So even after the match, we saw Keto Krikwan and Niaja all jubilate with the FA officials. Ewo or Hinijan and Asa Accra Sports Stadium and now all jubilate over the possibility. Say definitely with the last 2 matches Saka Ghana in the World Cup qualifying games, so definitely Ghana beat me qualify at their core into the World Cup. But before the match, I sat here and said a lot of things. So we pay one particular coach who name the ins and outs of the Ghana Black Stars, the Malian coach, because of say a human better at the time, Coach Chris Hilton, AJ Jumano at the core, one of the coaches in Ghana for Musen Kobitima take over the Ghana Black Stars was the Malian coach. And in Komono Mudiko anymore, Mudi Komoniko anymore to the extent say almost 50%, 60% of the Ghana Black Stars problems and how or no as a coach will be to resolve those problems. I'm making sure so we formulate a good identity to coach the Ghana Black Stars. The Malian coach in those problems and we identify those problems. They say so as a Black Stars coach, he can easily do it. And yesterday, clearly from the first minute to the 90th minute, the game that we saw Ghana playing against the Malian side we saw a Malian gamer not dominating, especially in the second half of that particular game. And we saw all of the things and our coach, Esheshe at the Malian national team. But before the match, the last 12 matches between Mali and Ghana, we saw 4 wins for Mali, 6 wins for the Ghana Black Stars, 2 draws and 80 PM, 6 defeats for Mali, and a 4 defeats for Ghana Black Stars. But when you are talking to the home side of Ghana Black Stars, meeting against the Malian side, now the last 4 games, and it has been very difficult for the Malian national team to beat over the Ghana Black Stars. So then very, very difficult. Say going on into the game, say Mali beat me a win over Ghana. Not a very, very difficult. But Ghana Black Stars can easily win against the Malian national team. But DIABY, so we'll check the game lineup. And the Coach Utuwa, the FR, so sharing a tactical things the call into the game. It was very, very, very good for Ghana Black Stars. The entire maker said he wanted to play a defensive shape of Ghana. Defensive shape na no boning and say whenever you beat a lot of transition, he makes sure say in the solid midfield of Ghana Black Stars, he will have a lot of men in the midfield that they can easily partner the attackers. No, make me release the ball on quick in timer or make me acquire I share a lot of goals. Edema the Ghana Black Stars, but the Khmer say so. We had the attacking side of Ghana Black Stars in Ra. They were not clinical enough. The likes of Antoine Semenyo, Jordan Pierre Ayew, and Mohamed Kudus Monomujin more the other side of Ghana Black Stars. They were not clinical enough to make useful opportunities of some of the balls that into the net for Ghana. They weren't able to do that. But so we'll check the formation now. Coach Otuado, Eddie Coleman, it was the 3-4-3 tactical system. The coach was a 10 match beyond Coach Otuado, the kind of tactical formation they are now third area. We've seen Coach Otuado most of the games about the Ghana Black Stars. He has been able to play the 3-5-2 system, or about the 4-4-2 compact system, and then he has been able to play the 4-3-3 tactical system. But looking at the Malian national team, the kind of a typical 4-2-3-1 tactical system. Meaning says a wood cheer against them fitter. He can easily play the fluid football in the exceptional midfield of Malian national team. But so we check Ghana Black Stars. The 3-4-3 system now. Bonya Junior Sajete or no bo ewe chiro honom. Jiku Ebo as a main sweeper in the defensive shape of Ghana Black Stars. And Mohamed Salisu enso age in chiro edema Ghana Black Stars. In terms of the midfield, 4 midfielders they will support Thomas Partey and Kwesi in that particular tactical midfield. So we check Gideon Mensah in most of the games what about the side of Ghana Black Stars now, he has been able to be used as a left full back positioner for Black Stars. Caleb Yenchi, the last game of boy, he was being used in that particular midfield and also as a defender, not Obo Echiro Edeman the side of Ghana Black Star, but Enra, he was being used as an inverted right full back positioner and all partner Kwesi in the right midfield of Ghana Black Star. Thomas Partey was that kind of traditional box-to-box midfielder when it comes to say Obi dictating the tempo of the game. When it comes to say Obi finding the rhythm patterns are Obi to channel a lot of passes from that particular midfield into the attacking third. We saw Thomas Partey, he was doing that kind of. We saw certain was a Gideon Mensah or Nobo as a left inverted midfielder, as sometimes Obebo as an offensive, will try as much as possible to create a lot of overload in the left hand side of Ghana Black Stars. But then you want to do one, I shall say the right hand side there. Now a Honda Calibrinchi, I shall say in the transition. Because we have a certain one with Kudusa. When it comes the right wing forward, I want to no original airborne ball at the other side of Ghana Black Stars. And Jordan Ayew was being used as a false number 9, making sure say in the fox of the penalty yard box, he can easily become that kind of striker, which me a channel a lot of goals into the back of that particular net. But Enra, we didn't see that kind of expectation now. Near head coach Utuado, the kind of 3-4-3 tactical system are not all about Edema Ghana Black Stars, and most of the things are not all here. One of the key things that DIABY into the game is the moment I want to Kwesi Ebo as a deep line playmaker in the midfield now, then we release Thomas Partey to become a traditional number 8 and as well as a number 10 in the attacking third of Ghana Black Stars. It's now on to me and allow Jordan Ayew to come into the ball and making sure so may involve himself in the play. Because we know a typical Jordan Ayew is all born as a false number 9. He loves to dictate the tempo and sometimes he loves to involve himself in the play. Sinebeya, the attackers know your movement. He can hold onto the ball and make sure so may release the ball on time. But Nipa do one and who will drop it deep. Ebeka Thomas Partey as a 2 double number 10s. In offensive movement of Ghana Black Stars was a certain Thomas Partey and Mohamed Kudus. Tembia Kudus drop it deep. Switch from the right wing side or drop it deep into the typical number 10 role, making sure say Kwesi the underlying movement, neutralizing play, destructive organ. In a match for Ghana Black Stars, the only person who has served as a replacive tool, Ediama Kwesi will become a certain Thomas Partey, but Obe free Jordan Ayew, not making sure say Mohamed Kudus will come in, get the ball, hold up onto the ball, and making sure say Obe pinning most of the Malian defenders now onto their backyard. But Enra say Mali coach share transition as here. Then money who say Makari so about the 4-2-3-1 tactical system. But a branch even said Dieng was that kind of player. In a central midfield, he was able to control Thomas Partey and Kwesi. Because we are seeing Malian national team anytime in most of the matches I'm here, say Dieng any Kamara who do onto the ball, they make sure say at any moment in time, Doumbia be drop it in deep because Doumbia typically or a typical number 10 or a traditional number 8. So drop it in ever deeper. On 3 solid midfielders within their midfield. But Ghana Black Stars, it was just 2 pivotal midfielders within their midfield in the likes of Kwesi and Thomas Partey. So it was very difficult for Thomas Partey and Kwesi to create a lot of overload centrally in the midfield of the Malian national team. And most of the times, who say Malifon dominating in terms of numbers in the central midfield of that particular match. And Ubi or Hebo who say Malifon ball now. Instead of 2 holding midfielders, no, omo 2, but omo 3. So omo kwe ni mo a, omo Dukore or no elbow in the right wing forward, and omo Koulibaly or no more in the left wing forward, and Sineya Kunso or no more as a traditional number 9 for the Malian national team. And the baby in an say, Obedi said Dukore will become another player in terms of midfield solidarity. He will come in just to support Kamara and Dieng Ewunfinfiho. And the Malifoni exceptional ahead of Thomas Partey and Kwesi. The share first goal in Coach Otuado needed to make sure that coming into the second half, he would defend. And defend, they say, Obey changing the tactical system on the chassis, from the 3-4-3 system to a typical 4-5-1 tactical flexibility in that particular midfield. And the man Ghana for who said right now as we speak, so we'll check Coach Otuado. All about the 4-5-1, all defend the Ediama, the Mali national team with the goal. And also Ghana Black Stars. It to be continue a pressure, a share some of the goals they can want. And my man for Benisha, I see who say Coach Otuado, in terms of tactics, in terms of combat, we're tweaking most of these individual brilliant players within our national team now. The money ever form. One of the key things I mean who you say, oh yeah, at that particular material moment in time, not in one ewu. And we who say Mali phone air controlling in to the extent say Nipo team holding up the ball was Mohamed Kudus. And so to me neutralizing into the midfield, Eyi Kudus the Edney frame. That's Antoine Semenyo man-to-man marking. Our Mali national team defense no Eyi Antoine Semenyo the free man. It's very difficult for the side of Ghana Black Star to press when it comes to offensive things. So now I was saying, Coach Antoine Semenyo ebitimi Ephraim Ediaba. That's what the technical team. Omu new tactical identity. Omu every the 3-4-3 system. Inaki Williams onu best standing as a force into the attacking third of Ghana Black Stars. And sometimes Bumu Thomas Partey getting Tuado. The new tactical system when he went into the game, they were able to make sure say in the wings overload, Joseph Pencil and will be to say Kamadi Suleiman will be clinical enough in attacking front. But most of the balls they had 2 clear chances at that particular material moment in time. Now Inaki Williams, there were a lot of space in the left hand side of the attacker. Saka 2 balls, Nemumba Kopeko Inaki Williams, so at that material moment, Bianca Inaki would have made it into 2 goals to 0 against the Malian national team. But apart from that, game I'm here against Coach Utua. I'm here for Coach Utua, national team. But I will check individual players about Black Stars cry. That's I will check individual players the side of Malian national team cry. There is no way about my catch and say the Malian national team will qualify as a basic unit. So mobile now you can see the free flowing system of football. They control majority of the half spaces that we had within the Ghana Blacks. The half spaces in here, the left hand side, the right hand side. Bibia Gideon Mensah Ebono, he wasn't available in offensive traits for Ghana Black Star. Calibri Renchi was making sure offensively he was adding a lot of numerical superiority into the right hand side of our attack. But say oh defend here. Ibenya Kosisi Bono as an auxiliary right full backer. So once a Calibri Renchi a lot of things they are going man Kosisi Bono into the right hand side. Neja Thomas Partey Kwan e won fin fi. Definitely the Malian national team were doing things over possible. Say the coach playing the free-flowing football, making sure about a possession-based football, total dominant system of football. No, intimi ambwa amomo anshe, but in all possession and everything. No, omo Ghana from. We were lucky enough to get that particular goal against the Malian national team.
Monte, fantastic. Zell de Maria match tactics and any other tactical. There's all come on Kazu to Ado. Omuhuni into a very man and Kono. Oh, and Monument perform. Sir, Impamano. Ali, I can't make Kuras in
me enjoy Cape in Cameroon second half. No, my sure we first have sure, but I'm very happy for one thing in that game. Our very own Daniel Lai is the center referee for Cape Verde Cameroon, and so far first half, he has a very good officiating performance. I love to see your very own now say more international level or more excelling good football MIA. For now, yeah, prepare say next World Cup at least you been Ghana ni referee or being it a center referee or say or kind of VAR team. And in terms of continent now, you also know referees on more than was so you cannot go past Daniel Lai. VAR, you cannot go past Daniel Lai. So say yeah, more much of this magnitude that vital for 2 nations, the other first and then the other second, who to excel very good games. Yeah, it's good for the progression and the projections are you projecting also for top performances are there. Now to Black Stars in common. I am someone I'm share game area. I look into so many things. I will game. When your office I share game no. I said akomatie any akomayare and he said upon all and yemana you go through no. Our boys were on top of the entire players no more parking so the technical bench and whoever will play instrumental role because I watch the Black Stars Adeɛ baako a adi nya recently how a yɛntimi manage games. Yen game management very poor. Now so we fire from AFCON, Ivory Coast AFCON no. The bar be pem and drama match na. Most at times you be consider go a you consider late. You be consider go a you consider late. You consider we ya next game ni e ba be so it becomes extremely difficult after conceding. You bet me about back into the game. General game they travel through 70th minute, 80th minute. Mali mounted pressure on us. I was very careful, Diana defense unit, especially when Jiku Epra Efrimun. Your defensive unit, they will be able to tame up Mali for the pressure on my band. Say, yen Timin Kosedin Kanwa. Meme yen Kunsi man for the ticker. How well, and a goalkeeper know that pool, organizing the defense, and they said they will be well shaped. Sabo ne back. E wo wiema you're the obekle, e wo former, you're the okwa for first ball, you're the also actually as a sweeper for the second ball. And those things were well executed. Now after the game, I've heard from the head coach say he went into the game with a 3-back system because Andrew no one the 3 central defenders they are all of a good height. That was the reason Intia will go in for a 3-back system. Because on a good day, Jiku and the height in the year. The Malians they decided say we'll go with balls away because of a good height, he will deal with the area situation. Now, Salisu, another fine player with a good height, and then Jonas Ajeti also with a good height. So these 3 players with Sa height now, who made me about 3-back system, and it fit perfectly for him in the first half. First half, so we're born now a boy as compared to second half. I think that second half, one ABOU. Mali Fono, who said they need to add up. And then ABOU Ghana, so now your players need to be a break. That is why I thought Nanko effective substitutions are Nanko say a bantam. And again, say, oh yes, substitutions are you don't do substitutions hour or yeah, Canadian. But we're winning most at times, coaches a winning match. I don't want to criticize them most. ABOU 1, 2, 3 mistakes we have before say Anko, then you address. There are a lot of positive we need to pick in the team. Now, baby, I mean, who say and from Swane Kessio, a time now, Oyi Kudus, any Jordan, a free moon. So, about game of that magnitude. You drew baby, there's what we call the scare factor. Players who are original park in one, they cannot press throughout at that moment. But Omu Park in so Omu D Keke will not allow opponents, they say, they will throw their arsenals, they will throw all their men out. At the time I change these 2 players already, now to a 7, you didn't care in every. And ye po ye team na at the home. In the Pamian son who pay a team as uncle for the son. And to a 7, because of the form, would you free Tottenham and then name one making Eddie Amano, Africa in the last 3-4 years. Then Jordan Ayew because people are not giving Jordan the credit he deserves. But also after match and Kofor can say maybe he said he does not deserve to be a captain. That's why Captain Aman. Yaba how many matches in the qualifiers? 8 games. Jordan assists 6 goals. Why 5 assists? 11 goals involvement. Also why they deserve. So such player in your team with everything. Ojina Park in Iswa. Opponent be our enable and they have data on every player on enable and they know that player was 6 goals. I have 5 assists. Only more Salah and April working or African qualifiers. Such a player, you are called him with the necessary and the maximum respect. And the other time, where you say when you free parking and so not pressure ever with teams find out Jordan above one is another boy say you know. And the explanation ended the Martin say Jordan wasn't peace say you know free parking and so. But now some time now you know only Kudus and they say you me in the boom. So no they appear Kudus should be on the field. Kudus should be on the field because Omumi and Upia and no be a quiet or child. Ye you know, Kudus, Sameno, Omufri and Uncle for Umunya about Akeron Quatekan. We should not repeat that mistake. At least one person should be on the field that player will be on name ball retention because here will be holding on play. So pressure also now the boys oh yeah defense need you know Bobo on the tomb. I'm sorry you know about tomb about the quiet uncle for na sign there. At the point in time, we go keep an it me baba nanim. because Oman who said Obi and when who him. So we needed somebody Obetima holding on play for some seconds. Players now do mobile. They are good in their own way, but Commander Kudus, Jordan, 7 number commander no. Sa commander no unyam fan free Kamaldeen ho. Kamaldeen, he is a good player, but he him say so far ball no dey kwa. The Obetima and so obetwe the ball na ja na obakwa ko ase no. Why say no dey madueki. Me there are players who are me hwe ball. Na me hu so ma fa ball no me dey kwa ATM itima me yam nhime. Me nim so obakwa ko ase no. Kamaldeen is one of them. Say ball in share ya. Me nim so obese no. Because that is who he is. Ball now for the coin on any day. I am to answer me no obese. I am Mohamed Kudus obese. Jordan obese. Say on shall obe pass him obi ase. But Kamaldeen no. The usual Kamaldeen is what we saw yesterday. That is who he is. The me for ball na ball nen kose ya me yam nhime. Such a player opponent bia omo data omo nim the start no. O team or match mo omo nsuro. Allow him. Obakwa ko ball na say because the end product is wasteful. Fast will be any so. Aside no. Sibo is not that number 6 Obeka say onim ball ne bo bebre ebro so. Because Sibo is the calmness number 6 ubinya. He will distract when he need to distract. Oje ball na oye dirty work ni wi a. No pia no apeni baby agina. Onim say the first match at Albany is a tension match. Pressure e will game no. He need to at least make case for himself. So next time you call up, I will say your friend no. Nti also oye na juma simple. Free Thomas Partey party and so Andra will be a game who attest to the fact that and why one of the games Yehunse Party was liberated. No, in that time, in your movement, and Juma also any distributions. Yes, in the second half, because the team are breaking at a point in time, especially in the last 20-15 minutes. Now you be break, but it's not a number 2. He is not a right back. He is a midfielder against Chad. Yakobo on the right back. Or you are there, but not and so any. We address it how it's supposed to be. Andra, it was a 3-back system. Yes, a right back, but Andra rule was an advanced one as compared to the Obo first match against Chad. And that's Obo against Chad. And Andra clearly you could see that Nana Jumana was more than the Chad. Again, Edru said or Konenima. Because Sibo was doing a lot of distractive duties, Sibo understands system. He says, oh, lateral oil overlap here. The core duty of a number 6 and a number 8 will move around our page. The moment you see one of your laterals moving, it is your duty to take care of Nejuma. Go back and watch Zidane. It repeats now or the Madrid. Madrid for the ball now, normal ball. So more year most of the games, Obakase, Tony Cruz, ABOU ball left back. And that's all about left back. When Marcelo is not there, he need to cover that space. And exactly what Kwesisibo and then Irenchi and Rana Omo Eyo will give him. Whenever Irenchi is not there, that guy goes back, cover the space, Partey drops back, Mohamed Kudus drops in, Jordan drops in. No, I'm trying to make sure say they will cover up those half spaces now. Ebeka Achiren. And they did that into perfection. Mali Fono Ebenya dominance. At the point in time, Black Stars realized that Yen Timino more baby stage Nedruno. Let's calm ourselves down. Let's study the game. Let's manage it in our ability. And they did it to perfection. Again, so there should be another player in the post and also ever more assurance. And Obia or game. Since Benjamin Asari Enya call up to Black Stars and run a more important game.
Yeah.
And run a game was a game and a test. We've played against Nigeria and a friendly match in Team Fast Winnie. So when and had a real test. Benjamin Asari needed to prove a point. Say, indeed, he deserved to be called Black Stars number 1. And we could say, open match of this magnitude in front of thousands of Ghanaian spectators. Now, who here safest pair of hands? I'm not into your rescue. I think that this boy on your screen or this man on your screen did that job into perfection. Apart from Sa Boba Kubina Upie Epoinche ya Ankwa Etowa Party Ekokle Efruon. All the points are eye baller one sumun opia coin, a mubia noa or pemto nenim. And in goalkeepers never catch that will say. So Upiena untimen sobo na all pointable on aqua, you point it outside danger into pointed it to the safe zone. Say a costrator, it should be outside the 18-yard arc na you try a win a chino. So all point Jaku Street. what the coach say, it should also go wide. Say baby, a line or a better, and exactly what he did.
Mate.
He exhibited top performances. When I mean, you didn't come up, office. Blasters and your results. You what to say, Ubia Kabajet asem.
David.
Into Omona, a cobo child, we are not Ghana for Casa, or say, child born a budget to be. And yet, Minister Keto Krekuman and almost says Robakin. And then see. Yet the say, give us the results. But this boy on your screen, the last 10 years, I am going to be controversial. No problem. I respect Ubi's view. But for me, the last 10 years, from 2015, ABC 2025, he is the biggest player of Ghana Premier League net producer. Yes. The last 10 years, from 2015,
the biggest player.
ABC and he's the biggest player in local scene a producer. Both goalkeepers and out-two players. Yes. The last 10 years. To walk into Black Stars as a local player, now and just about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, commanding starting 11, when your friendly matches, and then AFCON qualifies. This is World Cup qualifies. 4 matches, 19 points now. Ikutano. But say we may 10. 3 wins, 1 draw, 3 clean sheet. And I repeat, the last 10 years from 2015, the Premier League, the biggest player Ghana League, a producer, and Ebenja Nasari.
But Kivas was a Cameroon.
CCI.
Kivas a Cameroon, CCI. Congrats! Funny. We've got Cramame. Now, one has the tiger to Apala and all the day.
Chabono. I could to make us no chance. Could to make us no.
Everybody, you win now. A year they will be better trying to be best starting at the
men not care for blasters and come in.
Our reason is a
coach is only height. Bonnie and yes, I said you're more money height in one elbow.
No one can in a man and idea. One and they do be wow. Yes,
me ham.
I said no kind.
My chest person.
I said no kind. In there, Oko BBC. Is it even Africa? Yeah, There no Maliancy. Now say me na ode me air boss a center back. We coach I short say born I'm sure. Me hurafa.
Yeah.
But mon fanchemio. Nebia. So say me kasa se manusi esimnaso. Now work of family am chairman kwame infuse on me bofa. Or on the day it's all like say bia bu ni pananim tiao. But it say abi wozo after your car say the players in our height into also come for back for it. I think it's on carbon. Now we here as in the
Tiger Lam to one yet tinting and porchina.
Yeah, I agree on it, but almost the game was that Tiger Kobo match you need never select back. Who deliver them I? Somebody a commonly feel Kobobi.
Yeah, Bobby do can but your system no crewman. Can I play any D? He was in number 18 JC. The never so magistrate Sali Sune Jukumo. Ono wa yipa. Ntino, that's the system you no crewman. Tiger Lam to bunya bun be abo bebeche. Beche. Ntino, mene na ke frame you come ma because coach is me wa. Chairman e share kaka ho. Chairman e share.
Sadio Mane na. Nicolas Jackson.
Hey, striker. Ntino na ke frame come ma. Bagaku. Me nua no ma ye tactics aye bibia, ma me mbe mo bi akire. Na me prepare akire. Bagaku, die ntia eni kwan se otuado. Etwa so ye ejuma wa wini or whatever na ye say. Players na nkasa of no nim players frɛ. Yeah, onim players frɛ.
How?
Because Zibo akyere mpefia me yan so onim players frɛ. Kwaku, a player that want any call up. You who say na no be call so the spokesperson na the Ghana Football Association na the Facebook page and all throw church mu die ntia wa ma o standby ni ade. Kwaku, if a standby player walks into a team no not straight away get the starting bet ahead of or more ye throw more bet na umba mu first one no be ball am a game and they are very much important to us say the air and run na but we coach any players free
how convince me kakra
because Zibo was not part of system no. He was not part of Ghana the call up no. It was Elisha ineligible to play any you say Suleiman as a why or no so call e no be che meboa. So ideally, Oba he's a player to come and sit in for those two players. But he walked straight into our lineup. Salis no kobo water net na bench. Then as I didn't catch it.
About the of lady owns as a Suleiman Abana effect or no moment to other prefer.
Medidio can it too. Baby Busa say, Yam Freno. And it's over straight into a lineup now, then actually. That is my question, Amibusa.
No, Chimukaka. Because
Busa was saying, he's an upgrade over my Watersmo. That's what I want to say. Salismo.
But Salis, the Mimizo Otu. Your match is be our Baba boy and Yana. Nega no feeling of pie one in the monado. And his own baby. But Ibrahim Suleiman or Yana Pimpin or the no start. Salis, their crown on baby. Now what they are Waba.
Bono make key catching ahead of Kwasizibo.
Yeah.
And that means in the pecking order, no, or you're ahead of Kwasizibo. But what the theater and Kwasizibo buyer or Bra won't cut him, no, I'll walking straight into your team, no. That means they call out for a Majid Waris as a wino. Salis was a wrong call up. Because of pecking order. So we'll be a different time, but we'll write him straight away, no aqua or bar. Then what is the need to all the Salis by in the first place? If you want to and a call up, then we will sound because we are over penny. We knew what is the pennies and now can. And if you are over penny years and before no change with them, because so be penny, you'll be watching more of him. That means on Chedanima Brantia. Koku, we have a long way to go. If we to add still, or young culture, the best thing that you bet me as Ghanaians near home at Toying, you to be part of your team no, as a scout. Helping your team, no. If I sit down and I think about the amount of money he takes at the end of the month and the kind of result what they might not know what I was say, why I'm finding 555 no nyasem. Because Sano Manumano and Yadia should have.
So on the 26th of August, Henry Asante, Mr. Hart, the Ghana Football Association spokesperson, on Kwasisibo and Abdul Fattah Ishaku. Mamen can Kwasisibo the Kwasisibo will get his chance soon. The technical team has been monitoring him and is impressed with his work rate. Although they opted to maintain the core team following the recent performance against Chad and Madagascar. Sibo is on their radar and will likely get an opportunity soon. Though that and all yet your kind of form watches or more channel. Na
Salis Bobby.
Chad and Madagascar. I mean, Kawama Juma Kwako in India.
Sad no one answer. Remember, 7 right. Sad 2 games now.
No, your lineup in that game, no.
Me squad.
Squad, open squad.
Okay. Unya squad, man. Because he was not part of that squad.
No, almost starting for Francis Abune Thomas Patena boy. And our bar squad, you know, the Echino, no, your part of the squad. And for the Omoke, Lawrence Ejekum. Ajekumo yedi omokoni Ibrahim Suleiman Swambobi. That was game against Madagascar, Kobo MON-FRI now. The game against Chad, and also Oba made for a Pati Kudus, and Nyama, Omana Bossa made for. Then also Salis in your part of the squad. The Echin Namuzi Ibrahim Suleiman and Francis Abu, a Baba Bira.
Call the team now, keeping.
Oh, okay.
And then he
Mahuanga now.
A branch and a buy and one can squad no, but what Bobby Benching or can squad no dada. Kokuni Wajuma, maybe a son man, Menini says I did me. And it's something that me named the into rap, maybe Munyamo Munkwai, and Yadia, and Jibia, or Munaka, who don't be a side and I think say, but him coming to the team, he brought a lot of stability in the team. He was a Jumana, not quite Zibo and so to the and thumbs up to a brand, you know. Every single thing or your partners was something that was very nice. It was something that was very good. And in the one of us, in Nike Williams won. No open national team abo. But so when they be a unyai blasters nebo. Dabi Koku, Adibu ha umu ya. That time I be fair blasters players or be far playing. Abania dia minim say $5,000 near the knees, Cabamia was a pursue in Aki Williams.
Oh, I didn't
know. A glare. If someone in that, woman in Yasamoa, or many confidence with her. How? A Suleiman. The born now one pass, I want near one evidence. Joseph Pencil, there no, another one.
And you know, Omotai.
He was to the pole. A simple touch to him. Leave that one to Ono. So bet me share, so won't me share. Ono kwani player or only team anymore. What means a ball long pad to my players, no? Or bar it sees. That only one of the strength. What is the point in playing for Black Stars when Omo no more manage Wundi?
I'm at all there.
As a striker that no lead a line.
Afcon also cry you bisa.
Kwaku me say if Omo in India, the best thing and the best build for him to do is to stay away from the national team. Because point in him
Omo ya agenda against.
Or Bobby Jinam pass name call. So confident no when you more say they or no say you be Black Stars, you know, lose confidence there and also him. But that is the gospel truth. If Ono be any asem, but they didn't know in their own time, that would be the best thing for him. But we will do Unini Kwanza into a Gina Home and Bobo and let go be about a play that they worship him, they adore him, they see him as a king.
Big player.
On bomb for more, on funny or M for more. Dan no be we still tell our blasters him, Omonini may perceive a fudgy in Kwa. Kwakumo be and critics when the baby in your. Kudus was not angry because he in a film. Jordan to the same. Kudus got now from. Now radical to know any didn't come. They felt so they should get him out. Into one of the now was ombre obetimiabo. If I said pranum quantity no in a free more obetimiabo. So it was not about changing. It was like okay, what brother but now no trouble say obetimiabo born. It was just a caution that number so moment. That's it. Captain and players will be able to players per more minute. They want to do more. And Jordan was giving us the knee here our front, you know. Though in the game, none of man but he was giving us everything. Me no be that someone say any captain and man the kind of things or you behind the scenes before you did, I'm tempting to believe that on pet camera when there is nothing like camera, he some to the blaster setup. Jordan are you. The new boys nearby team in Nano. Many of them are very close to him. How many times who's a Jordan Tyson? Yeah. That should tell you something. Camera moon no man we share the moon can't the beam so on Pesadia. But aside the no. Oh yeah, dear. You go keep on a local goalkeeper no. Yeah. Benjamin aside.
Rakoti local guys.
Seminar Habibu come in the yard. But apart from some more camp. And in players in Libya, many of the players decided not to talk yesterday. Many of them, Metima counts like 6, decided not to talk. But he's going to send not less than 3 players from the local scene to a World Cup. That is what they believe. They believe Nadia now. In general, a lot of the House of Folk players no more partners.
You see, reason to make us so you're a supporter. Or you be any good star supporter. Now, if you know your House of Folk supporter, now pay way down for her. Now, no, but like you don't do that. You always know the oil. A pevu ama you look at you know support on jai. Namunjai Nama uze bima kofana. Ni o goalkeeper no bo team we na no na ere.
O bo ye bobo on the corners one.
Mame say do a goalkeeper. Kwaku, mame fa no call us no. Caller. Caller na conversation. Mame yeah, good evening Pacho. Udini baby Alfrefi.
But I'm pass because I grew for
me Pacho meet you.
Pacho yeah and your performance there but you too much bad. Blanda wa kama mene ya kenka because ina kibe last time man ena yenyina yenyina so ni ball obo mai ena ni ball obo na bele ba wo but onya ba atinama ma but mon kasa ma ko du ko because when him say akwa no hu nya ma blasta on man ko no ko plus one bele ba it's but ebe bo na tin say wo sign the bread no dey abaga na so bi enim
Mate, me da se ba me fa foforo me ba jo din ni baby Alfrefi. Yeah, odin ni baby Alfrefi. Yes, I me ton ka odin ni baby Alfrefi. Onye ready ama me come nim na me fa foforo na me ko. Me ba jo odin ni baby Alfrefi.
Kato, kato mo hali disaka. Ukaka ni obi ya.
Me ba jo meet you.
Oh, fine. Blata for ma tinye.
Our from the Tabati, a bomb person, a component, and everybody into a pocket now. You are posting your family. Because in the coaching for our home, coaching. Ghana for a year, because I see the car. Yeah, coaching for our collect. I stand coaching to your papa. Where we now, one of who could team by in a couple of banks. Scott, I'm not about the coach. Ah, I'm not doing about it.
Say, Medalson on the other way. But you Udini baby Alfrefi. Hello? Yeah, Udini baby Alfrefi. Where will meet you?
The players see. If you over Ghana and I won't pass on the ball, and I tell you,
Ebe you are. Mammy, come on, him now, I'm far from. About your Dini baby Alfrefi.
Actually, reflect your tools, Kumasi.
About your D.
I can't forget.
I'll meet you. Hello? Yeah, my patron and you who TV no suit him one and queen meet you.
I told you.
Meet you.
You keep an idea, you see my
Mate, mammy come and name for friend now on low TV set now. They make be out. Who team me and queen. About your D any baby Alfrefi.
Hello, you first come another man, because of your Chumakudia.
What meet you?
I know you are doing 100%. I will keep an idea now. On the Ghana, and a great decision, keep an over CTB particular. No competing with Florida, other idea. As only a jealous of open a downfall. But keep away to tell me on your heart or lack. And I ever that's what you to Ghana League, you know. Oh, if they wait at your own coming, you know, you are 100%.
Mate Quamazuni Yamenta, men far for floor. Would any baby Alfrefi?
Bacham,
Babacho Bitu Minia.
Mpasho, the coach, you don't compare information because coach, you work up Damasi.
Here's where I say, no, the other buy. Would any baby Alfrefi? Hello? I'm our fee, so me here I'm far back community and PJM. Call out Dini baby Alfrefi.
Hello, Pacho, me did it. I'm in the cafe at the phone.
Let me meet you.
The Pacho, me come on, I think now the prominence of Madrid and Barcelona team. And you know, which me dominating world football because they were Javi money with the more when you are Germany, but the same thing. A brother, Biomedical, and I don't know. What the compare national team and think our players, different tactics, and we deploy on club level they buy. And give them who say club national team coach, more than the club.
Mate, I'll say, Mammy Faba Kunchato, Nami. Yeah, one out chato, Dini baby Alfrefi.
But I have some work because me about.
Orogu meet you. Medal Sipo Roku. Now, sorry, dear, Mr. Krumano. You very na ya bomode na ya tenichi na boa. Na niama did the impiety me, Eddie Amano Nadia. ABOU. I can understand the frustration and of your panelists and audience over the poor performance of the Black Star. But at this point, what is actually important? What is actually important is the win eligibility for the participating in the World Cup be invalidated. Good show and all your zero. Ajinani say me chiao pa. Need you on the baba be rabi. Every man aso
yeah. Professor, yeah, I should phone you now. But like we said, German sorry the also Ghana for you protecting the so soon by now Ghana clubs we must play a national team back. I drop it say one home by one country has goalkeepers now or everything. Nigeria has goalkeepers. Remember MON-FRI ade no. Ade no muti room ha Ghana coaches ne goalkeepers trainers keep a corner national team no ba e say na you protect you na one na then omboa. No matter drop na we lose. Okay, you be from my 2 months kind. Bala 10 year Friday. What the more be make country say you protect your son na one. You be from you kwa 2 months.
Black Stars goalkeeper.
We need to make sure say you be keep on active. Say be your consistency game playing time no was ro. Ghana nko no be that is a referee than lie. It will go season be first one here man in the league match or can say you born home protect from what? The person need to practice at the end say be ya o can say protecting no. Yem pese e beti sa ade ni bokru. Ma te chia refo nyina.
Majo, ya ko kwekwa.
Dia be your corner ene eye me boga yere birthday and we dropping there. Ti ene be na happy birthday to Belinda Pia, aka Mrs. Belinda Jemfi George Riverson. Me wish you happy birthday. Me be fia niema o yema me wo fie no. Ya na no odin. Na ene ye wa woda sa ne de. E be share alignment. Be share alignment pankro alignment ni celebrate o kama. Ti Belinda, happy birthday.
Wow, ya go.
I've been down one there, but my mama she minua asari ni na bosia ni na shedding. So it's not easy say over dware free no pass o kwa adwuma or wherever o ko albetia ne say baby I sorry free ko and bibia hye be want me on atade ba kwa de pie na no. And this is the only thing papa no so ko di jawo now and so is no more. But sorry, as I always say, you have your brother. You know, say the baby shoulder is there. You can lean on it. The baby to me, fine. Make sure say, mommy, you come on. The baby fine.
On Kafra. Na jamani, shey. Iwe kwa munzu jina show no so ni.
No, for the message, but say